KO the basic. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Oh, what's going down with y'all, man? What's up, bruh? What's going on with y'all? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO Boxing. Knockout Boxing 86. KO 86. Whatever you want, call me. I'm here. I'm live. We back. And welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Shout out to all my channel members. We ate good this weekend. We got all 13 of our fights right. Let me update the record. It's nice when you only got to put a record on the winning side because we ate good this weekend. Smash that like button. Run the likes all the way up. Y'all know how we do. We're going to get this camera on and we're going to get to the cooking. I got so many great topics to cover for y'all. And let's get to it, man. Shout out to Barbara D, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She say, just showing love. Appreciate that, Barbara D. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Carter, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He say, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. Thank you, Emmanuel Carter. We got Ty Drake for the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She getting it started early. The Shakur Stevenson'S slander has begun already. She say, I'm putting this towards Shakur's purse bid. We're going to bid on the Shakur fight here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we're going to host it here on this YouTube channel. We got Tim Carrot, not Jim Carrot, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. We got One in Me, 5-piece super sticker in that super chat. Appreciate you, big dog. One in Me with the 5-piece super sticker. Thank you so much. We got my dog Dez Harris. 10 of them things. 10-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, Dez. I got Kevin King. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He say, salute, KO. Salute to my dog, Kevin King. All right, let me see who all in the building. Let me get to speaking to everybody, and let's get to the action. We got, where'd it go? We got Realistic Washington Fan, Cash Crypto, Mike Mouse, Fight Sports Talk, Night Rider in the building, all things. Todd Drakeford, what's up? We got Kentrail LeGroux, Double, Ahmad, Barbara D, One in Me, my dog Brandon Broussard, what's up, Brandon? In the building, boxing. OG Victor, what's happening with you? TY 007, what's good? Sunchild, I see you. Mark West, what's happening with you, Mark West? VA Bella Butts, what's up with it? Supreme Cam, I see you, big dog. Kenthinius Gill, Red Oak, Texas, in there. Million Films, what's up, Million Films? Salute, bro. World of Animals, J-Man, Day and them, Lee Jackson, Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey. We got my dog Windy City Assassin in the building. Av Boy JR, Donald Favors, Everything Healthy. Texas 16 South in this hole. Mr. Make 'em Sick, Savage, Killer, Queen, what's good with you? Des Harris, what's up, bro? Cassandra, don't Keith Thurman get a topic today. We're gonna give old Keith used to be my time. Keith, once upon a time. Keith, I wish it still was my time. Thurman, a whole segment today, Cassandra. Keith making himself relevant and shit. Hardcore Casual, what's up? Kevin King in the building. DXN Tsunami, what's up? Ray B, London Walker, what's good? 2 Cents Boxing, what's up, 2 Cents? Y'all go sub up over there at 2 Cent Boxing. She cooking up over there. We got Bloodline PSAV, what's up, man? Salute to you, bro. YGB22, what up? TJ Donner, what's happening? DC Dre, what up, bro? Boxing and barbecue, 2 of the best things in the world, yup, for sure. We got Trey W234, what's happening? Derek Perry, what's up? Derek, don't come over here telling me what other content creator talking about, bro. I'm worried about what I'm talking about. I'm worried about making my channel the best it can be, bro. I'm not worried about other people and what they got going on and what they talk about. You know what I mean? Big Dre, JBD, all I can tell you is subscribe to the channel. Come over here for some real boxing talk, and we kick the facts and we give solid opinions. And the takes over here age like fine wine, inside and outside the ring. I stand on that shit. E-Double, what's up? The most accurate boxing prognosticator, the most accurate boxing analyst in this shit. And I stand on that. Somebody prove me wrong. Shoo bang, what up? We got my dog, Not Me, in the building. What's up, Not Me? Silver, what's up? I think I spoke to you, Big Dre, but what's up again, bro? Tired ass Cowboy fan, what's up? Great Gambino, what's good? Fresh 313, what up? Steve Branch, what up? Wesley Copeland, I see you. Terrell Davis, what's good? Winner for 6-6, what's up? Shout out to my dog, E-Double. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, salute to you, bro. Everything healthy. 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He say, turn us up. Turn me all the way up. Turn me all the way up. GXTV, what's up? Marzi, what's good? Chris. Yeah, we're going to put some respect on his name. If he fight 2 times this year, we're going to put some respect on his name. Kevin Rice. Big Bob Gunn, what's up? All right, that's everybody, man. DJ 7 for Life done slid through. What's up, DJ 7 for Life? Salute. Right, Sean Kelly, what's good with you? All right, we got 130 people in here. Where we at on the likes, man? We got 130. Big Bob Gunn, what up? We got 130 people in the building. You know what I mean? Where we at on the likes, man? I'm trying to get going. I'm trying to get this thing going, bro. Where we at? Rojai, what up? Steph Pastor, what up? Woody Wood, what up, Woody Wood? 73, we need 27 people to hit the like button. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. We need 25 people to hit that like button one time. Fresh 313, you know I see everything. We're going to talk about everything. Y'all coming here telling me the news, though. I appreciate my chat. My chat be looking at everything. Salute to y'all for being enthusiastic, diehard, educated boxing fans. We appreciate y'all for that. We appreciate y'all for that over here at Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Shout out to my dog, DJ 7 for Life, being a member for 2+ years. My dog. He say salute and blessings to you and your family. You and yours too, DJ 7 for Life. Facts. We got 90 likes. Look, while I'm waiting on the likes to get up, let me just tell y'all something. Hulu got one of my favorite shows. Always Bet on Black on the building. What's up? Hulu got one of my favorite shows. Shout out to my dog, All Things with the 2-piece. No biscuit super chat says Rich for Terrell Davis. I mean, if he good with you, he good with me. You know what I mean? If he good with you, he good with me. You know you a great supporter of the channel, bro. You always here, bro. So you request that, I got you. Where he at? Let me see. Terrell Davis. I seen him, bro. Let me go find a comment and hit. I got you, bro. All right, Terrell. My dog, all things done vouch for you now. Talk your shit. This ain't no channel where you gotta agree with me all the time. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. All right. That's how we rock over here. All opinions welcome around this motherfucker. Now, if you come at me too hard, though, I will drop that link and have to get the cooking motherfuckers now. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all things with the 2-piece no business super chat says Wrench for Terrell Davis. We got you. My dog Drink More Water is in the building. We had 100 likes. Just real quick. One of my favorite shows just came to Hulu. Nah, Paradise is good though. I'm about to age myself. I'm about to age myself with this one. I was scrolling, right? Me and the wifey, we went out. We had crawfish last night or whatever. We came back, and you know, with the crawfish, you got to get your hurricane, got to get your swamp thing and shit. You know what I mean? So when we had our crawfish, we were chilling. Came back home. It's late. We rocking out. We chilling. We looking for something to watch on TV. Man, I don't know if it's because I be watching Paradise and The Rookie and 911 and stuff like that. But under my recommended, bro, Von Wise, what up? Under my recommended rig. One of my favorite shows of all time came up, and I'm trying to get all the way through all 4 seasons within a month. Bro, y'all ever watch New York Undercover, bro? Or am I bugging? Let me know if I'm bugging with Malik Yoba. Somebody let me know if I'm bugging or not, bro. They got New York Undercover on Hulu, bro. All 4 seasons. Man, look, I'm about to be binge watching the shit out of that every time I got a free moment. Yeah, Von Wise. I got to do it. Okay, so it ain't just me. Yeah, Tim Carroll, I'm trying to tell you, New York Undercover was fire. They was like the first show to do the concerts and shit at the end. With like the artists and shit. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like after they solved the case and shit, and they get the bad guy or whatever, then they always would be like at a bar or a club or something. And it'd be a motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, playing. It'd be hip-hop sometimes it'd be R&B or whatever. They be jamming out there. Yeah. Yeah. You say it's on Tubi? Man, my wife be watching Tubi. I don't fuck with the low budget Tubi, bro. Tubi. She be watching the shit out of Tubi. I don't fuck with Tubi. Hulu, Prime, Netflix, you know what I'm saying, Max, Disney Plus, shit like that. I don't fuck with the Tubi. All right, let's get to it though. Y'all ain't come here for no goddamn TV show recommendations, but I be watching the shit out some TV though. I watch a lot of TV, so I got you on the show. Let's get to the action though. Let me get this camera turned on, bro. We working. Get a sip of this water too, you know? Gotta stay hydrated. Out here. All right, let's start with the first topic of the day. And obviously, y'all have saw it by now. Bivol decides to vacate. Benavidez has been elevated to champion. Here's my take on it. Josh Sanders, what's up, dog? Pimper to see what up. Okay, Pluto TV, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not mad at Bivol for fighting Better Beef. I feel like Better Beef is owed that fight. I beat you. I gave you an opportunity. You beat me. Now I need my opportunity back. Right? I think the WBC is putting up a big middle finger to Turki because of Turki kicking a belt off the goddamn stage when he was doing the Canelo Alvarez and William Skull shit. And so they're like, oh, all right, bet we about to mess your plans up. So they're doing this to spite Turki, right? I feel like it's the wrong thing to do. I would like Better Beef to get his shot at Undisputed back. Something just don't sit right with me that he's not getting his shot at Undisputed back, and this is coming from a huge Better Beef and Benavidez fan. However, I will say this. Shout out to my dog, not me. 2-piece. No biscuit in super chat. Who you think Bam is fighting? It seems big. I don't know, bro. I hope it's a unification. Down there at 115 pounds. Who the champions? I just had the ratings pull up. I could give you a guess real quick. I always like to go to the ratings to see if they put anybody in his spot. You know what I mean? Put anybody that moved up the rankings out of nowhere or just see if it's another champion that might make sense. So the IBF is vacant. That'd be a good one. I like it to be Chocolatito or Fernando Martinez, to be honest with you. If we keeping it 100, Chocolatito is number one in his ranking system. He's number one in the WBC. That's the last of the Mohicans, the last of them 4 people. You know, Carlos Cuadras, Rung Vasai, Chocolatito, and Juan Francisco Estrada. That's the only one that Bam didn't beat. So I wouldn't be mad at a Chocolatito Gonzalez fight, but I know they're good friends. Or the Fernando Martinez unification. I would hope. Now, for David Benavidez, he's gonna get a lot of flack. A lot of people gonna call him a email champion. I don't care. I don't care. What would you like him to do? He could never get Canelo to fight him at 168. And what is he supposed to do? Just wait on Better Beef and Bivol? No, fuck that. He's doing the right thing. Pressing the issue. Make me the mandatory. Fight me or get your ass stripped. Fight me or get your ass stripped. And I'm going to fight Callum Smith if I'm David Benavidez. The Callum Smith fight makes all the sense in the world, and then that's going to put the winner of Better Beef and Bivol right in the middle of his crosshairs. And the only thing that could probably mess it up is if Canelo really does want the Bivol fight, then Bivol will continue. If he beats Better Beef, he'll hold out on the Benavidez fight and wait on that Canelo fight, trying not to mess it up. So it seems like Turki is trying to play keep away from Al Heyman with these belts. He didn't want to make the Benavidez fight, but then he did want to make the Benavidez fight. That meeting when Benavidez went to Saudi Arabia, I guess, didn't go the way that Turki wanted it to go. And so he no longer was interested in making that fight. And as a result, we got Benavidez elevated to the WBC champion. Shout out to Trap Band with the 2-piece. No biscuit in super chat. He dropped 2-piece. He said absolutely nothing. He's just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you. JL5 says Tank versus Zepeda has been mandated. I have not seen that anywhere. We can talk about it real quick. Can somebody just put a link in the chat so I can verify it? Trevante Davis news. Or are you pulling my leg? Don't see it anywhere. Is there a link somebody can provide to verify this information from my dog, JA05? Or are you fucking with me? Freaking Flyer, what's up? Drink says he need. Oh, you meant Shakur. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I know that for sure. We're going to be talking about Shakur a lot tonight. So I just hope that this turns into some sort of mini tournament, right? Benavidez, Callum Smith fight. Bivol Better Beef, run that shit back, and then the winners fight each other for undisputed at 175 pounds. That's it. That's all. What did Cam J? Shout out to my dog Cam J. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. What you put in the chat, bro? Let's see what you got in the chat for your boy KO. What did you put in the chat for your boy KO? Y'all run the likes up, man. Okay, yeah, they ordering. Yeah, this shit getting spooky. This shit getting spooky. Tank and Lamont Roach should be announced soon. If not this week, expect it next week based on the timeline of how things is playing out, bro. But I haven't heard anything new. Nothing to give us any reason that the fight is not happening. Johnny Spears, 2-piece, no biscuit in. I got that, Roja. I got you. Look, Roja. I tell you about this shit all the time, Roja. It's my next goddamn topic. That's my next goddamn topic. Roja, just let me work, bro. This is me. This is me, bro. Bet KO didn't see this one. I bet you KO didn't see this one, bro. We cover all the boxing, regardless of what other people are doing. We gonna talk that boxing shit. I got you, Roja. Just sit back, put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car, hit that like button, and I'm rocking. LaMarcus and Marquis in the building. LaMarcus Robinson and my dog Marquis in the building. Shout out to my dog Johnny Spears with the 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing, just showing love to the channel. Now, we go from a dog in the camp, because remember, Benavidez and Diego Pacheco are in the same goddamn camp. We go from an absolute dog and warrior in the camp in Benavidez to this dude, Diego Pacheco, ducking out on the fade with Christian and Billy. This is not the first time. They were mandated to fight in the IBF. Pacheco say no. The WBC mandated them. The purse bid was supposed to be soon. Diego Pacheco said no. And instead, he is going to fight the dude that Caleb Plant knocked out. Is going to be fighting Trevor McCumbee. Gumby McCumbee. Trevor McNugget. Instead of fighting Christian Mbile. That would have been a hellified stylistic matchup. Diego Pacheco trying to keep him at distance. Diego Pacheco trying to do his thing. Right? Yeah, I got it, Savage Killer Queen. I got it. We're going to get there. This is Shakur Stevenson cooked. I'm going to tell y'all why. We're going to get there, I promise. So McCumbee, instead of Mbile, is some of the nastiest work ever because the McCumbee don't put you in position to be a champion. Christian Mbile does. And it's not nearly as good of a fight. I'm starting to see, if you notice, Bivol pulling away from PBC fighter. Diego Pacheco not really trying to fuck with the top rank fighter. You're starting to see some lines getting drawn in the sand between the people that's sucking off Turki and the people that's trying to do their own thing. Starting to see some lines get drawn. Some lines starting to get drawn in the sand. Eddie Hearn say, not my Pacheco. We not fucking with Mbile. I would have actually favored Diego to win that fight, believe it or not. With his length, his power, Christian Mbile got a lot of holes in his defense. He got to navigate a minefield, a counterpunching and length and shit. I'd have favored Pacheco in that fight. But I guess his team and him didn't think so. Because they said, fuck no, we do not want to be no WBC mandatory. Fuck that. We don't want a shot to have Canelo either fight us or duck us. You know, Pacheco is the type of fighter Canelo would fight. As is Mbile. LeVar Cooper, what up? So it's very disheartening that you would fight a lesser fighter when you have like the biggest and best test of your career that you could have fought. And it just shows that maybe Jose Benavidez Sr., Diego Pacheco himself, Eddie Hearn, somebody don't believe in old buddy Christian Mbile. Diego Pacheco. So we have that news. Let's keep it moving. Now, Abdullah Mason said after his fight, he can become the new face of boxing. I think it's going to be a tall task. I'm going to tell y'all why. J-Do. It's going to sound crazy, right? He too well-mannered and too polished. He got too much good shit going on about him. He ain't no villain. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no rags to riches, hood shit, you know what I mean? He ain't really got that. The way, his only path to being the face of boxing one day is to put on them type of performances no matter who he fighting. That's the only path. I don't think he gonna be no big shit talker. I don't think he gonna be nobody that people just gravitate to because they relate to him and shit. It's gonna be because of squarely what he do in the ring. And I don't really see him doing that shit unless that's what happens. He gonna have to be stepping on shit. Like, you gonna have to like fight somebody that's supposed to beat you and still do him how you doing these dudes right now. That's gonna get people like, oh shit, that shit. So when he get his title shot, when he get his unification shots, when he get his opportunity to be in a position to show people that he really is that one, he got to show that he that one, and he got to pass with flying colors and put on a jaw-dropping performance. That's his only way, jaw-dropping performances. Now, what he does have in his favor is that although his father is his trainer, his father doesn't talk for him. His father doesn't talk for him. Yeah, the Earl Spence way boxing and barbecue, I agree. Just no nonsense, taking on the champions, taking on the tough fights, and beating their ass. And they need to start putting him in Ohio. Now, Earl had Dallas behind him. Dallas is a bigger city than where Abdullah Mason came from. But Earl also had Al Heyman putting him in Dallas, building his fan base here in Dallas. For the love of God, Bob Arum, put that young man in Ohio. Put that young man in Cleveland, Ohio. They got a basketball arena there. They got a football arena there. They got everything you need to build that man fan base right there in Cleveland. Put that man in Ohio, man. Put that man in Ohio, please, for the love of God. Stop giving us Richard Torres. Stop. We don't want Richard Torres on no more main events. Lindolfo Delgado and Elvis Rodriguez should never fight a co-main again. Let me tell you a secret, Top Rank, as you get ready to try to go into this PBC partnership. Let me tell y'all something. Your bread is buttered. The people you need to be pushed are Keyshawn Davis, Abdullah Mason. Teofimo still bring a little something to the table. Tiger Johnson and how he looked at 147. Brian Norman Jr., for the love of God, if I don't get a card with Brian Norman Jr. somewhere in the Georgia area, if I don't get a card with Abdullah Mason and Tiger Johnson somewhere in Ohio, I am going to lose my mind. Emiliano Vargas is another one, yes. Put Richard Torres. The only thing you should be doing, Richard Torres, is putting him in the goddamn ring with motherfucking Jerry Big Baby Anderson, bro. Cincinnati's another one, Von White, man. You need to be moving Abdullah Mason, man. You got a card in Cleveland. You got a card in Cincinnati. You got a card in Cleveland. You got a card in Cincinnati. We're going to take you to New York. Got a card in Cleveland, card in Cincinnati. We're going to take, like, bro, build that man fan base. Rafael Espinoza is a good one, but I'm talking like stars and shit. Stars and shit. Rafael Espinoza, he ain't got that Canelo factor, bro. So he don't speak of the language and shit. All right? So can Abdullah Mason be the face of boxing? Somebody need to move him better, right? And he gonna have to be putting on jaw-dropping performance after jaw-dropping performance, no matter who the competition is. So he's fighting Giovanni Cabrera next, is what I'm told. He got to do Giovanni Cabrera just like he did old buddy that he just fought. Giovanni Cabrera's bigger. He's a better boxer. He has more experience under his belt. He's fought better competition. Do him the same way you did old buddy. It's gonna take performances like that to where people are like, yo, it's no matter who you put in front of him, he's just stepping on shit. And that's going to get people talking. That's going to keep people talking like that. All right. Tszyu, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman fought in Australia against Brock Jarvis, put him to bed, put him to sleep. Tszyu just did Joey Spencer dirty. Trash Talk Gaming real quick says, you think he need to move up? I think if they can't get him a title shot within the next calendar year, so from this time now to next year in April, if he can't get a title shot at 135, I think it might be time, bro. Abdullah Mason is so cold. If you not really a diehard boxing analyst, you wouldn't have been able to tell. But I could tell that he was dry. I could tell that it was hard for him to break a sweat. That's why he was tight, trying to shake his arms out in that performance. And so although he still did his thing because he's so cold with it, you could tell that the weight cut was a lot. You know what I mean? So I think you hurry up and try to get it. He can probably make weight all the way till 22 years old or something, right? But I wouldn't give it much further than April of next year. If you can't get one of them belts by April of next year, just go ahead and make him become champion at 140. And then now them dudes coming up from 135. If he beat them to 140 and get the belt, now they all coming up to him. Envy the guy, you got to be on your computer. And I don't know why you don't have a wrench, bro. Let me get you a wrench first and foremost. GD, what up? But envy the guy, you got to have you got to be on your computer, bro. You can't do it from the you can't do it from your mobile device, bro. They make you do it from the computer. Some of the dumbest thing I ever seen, bro. Shout out to my dog Wesley Copeland with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says, support. I appreciate you, dog. Loma might vacate, then he could get the Raymond Muratalla fight because Raymond Muratalla is about to fight Zaire Abdullah for the interim IBF title. And if Lomachenko does vacate and he doesn't fight Tank Davis, then Raymond Muratalla, the winner of Muratalla and Zaire Abdullah, will be elevated to champion. And that's a great first championship shot for Abdullah Mason. That's a great title shot for Abdullah Mason, in my opinion. Ricky Dickey, I see you won. Ocasio, what's good? Ali Gifted, Bud, Predator Head, Crawford. What's good, bro? We got Tszyu versus Keith Thurman. As I was saying, Keith Thurman fighting in Australia. He was fighting in Australia for a reason. Tszyu beat his opponent, and this is a fight that was already planned. and both of them got through their opponents with no injuries, no issues. Keith Thurman, don't mess it up, bro. Don't go on hiatus for another 4 or 5 years. Because I think Tszyu versus Keith Thurman is a great fight. They're going to be focused on getting ready for this fight. We know it's already coming. We know it's already signed. PBC's plan in this one came together. They got other plans that I hope come together. They already have the Caleb Plant Jamal Charlo fight done. As long as they both win on May 31st. I hope they both win that fight May 31st. And if you starting to look and you starting to see what's happening, if you're looking at Premier Boxing Champion schedule, they already negotiating with Top Rank for something to come together. We know we getting Tszyu versus Keith Thurman. We, in all likelihood, know we getting Sebastian Fundora versus Xander Zayas. We know we getting Caleb Plant versus Jamal Charlo if both of them make it. You add into that this David Benavidez Callum Smith fight. You add into that this Tank Davis Lamont Roach rematch. And then Tank in his next fight if he's able to get past Lamont Roach. And you start looking at the year that they're putting together, shit's starting to look good. Shit's starting to look good. If you was on their helmet last year, it's time to start seeing that they done turned the corner and what they said was true. And I thought it was the more boxing we get, the better. The more boxing we get, the better. I don't care who put the fights on. Show that's truly what it is by showing them the proper respect that they deserve, because they getting boxing popping right now. Boxing is popping right now, bro. And Tszyu versus Keith Thurman at 154 pounds to decide which one you gonna get back in that title mix, which one you gonna get back what they get back right, who you gonna keep giving a shot to. This is a great fight for that. Keith Thurman's boxing skills, ability to move laterally, jump in with counter shots, walk you into shots. Tszyu's pressure, hand speed. Who gonna make the fight theirs? Because they get to sitting down together, you got to favor Tszyu. Keith Thurman can keep Tszyu on the move. You got to favor Keith Thurman walking his ass into something. And you know Keith Thurman hot them first 4 or 5 rounds. Keith Thurman will jump out on your ass, beat your ass for like 4 or 5 rounds and just coast. Tszyu was slow starter, finish strong. The one time he tried to start fast, he got his ass put to sleep by Bakram Matazaliel, bro. I love that fight. I love that fight because I believe what they were saying. And who was right, Joseph Jackson? You turkey lover, turkey meat lover, turkey meat muncher, turkey knob gobbler. Who was right? Who was right, me or you? Your boy Turkey about to be out this bitch. Don't worry, bro. Why he lowballing niggas? Don't come here on that bullshit. Don't come here on that bullshit, bro. Moving on. Richardson Hitchens defending against George Kambosos on June 14th. Trash. Garbage. Nasty work. Horrible, bro. Absolutely horrible. Why isn't he fighting his number 1 contender, Subriel Matias? And can somebody tell me why in the actual fuck is George Kambosos ranked number 3 in 140-pound IBF rankings anyway? See, this is what I be talking about. This is why I say, fuck them belts, fuck them sanctioning bodies, fuck them rankings. It's all trash. It's all garbage. Here is why, bro. Here's why. Because George Kambosos lost 3 of his last 4 fights. He got knocked out by Lomachenko at 135 pounds. He then moved up to 140 and fought domestic level fighter. Jup, I see you in the building. No name fighter, Wile Coyote. Yeah, go look at the dude named Jack Wile Coyote, bro. Why he get to be number 3 and why he get a title shot? So you lose 3 of your last 4 fights at 135 pounds. You really lost 4 because Maxie Hughes really beat you, but you lost 3 of your last 4 fights at 135 pounds. You move up to 140. You fight 1 fight against Wile Coyote, bro. And you get a title shot against Hitchens? How? How? Let's just take a look at something. I haven't looked at this yet, but let me just see something. Just for the sake of this conversation, where are the rankings at? Let me just see some boxing rankings. Boxing rankings. Here we go. I just want to see something. Wait, I thought Shakur. What up, Steph? Wait, I thought Shakur signed a co-promotional deal with Eddie. He signed a 2-fight or 3-fight deal with Matchroom. That's accurate. What Turki got to do with any of this? Because Turki is funding Eddie because Eddie don't put on his own cards in America hardly anymore. He can't do shit without Turki. I mean, Young Sir fought on the last Crescendo card because Turki used Matchroom when the fuck Turki signed Shakur. Shakur was depending on Turki to get him a bag he didn't deserve, and now Turki like, fuck that. I don't see you as a goddamn star, boy. We got Queequee in the building. What's up, Queequee? Thank Father. What's up? All right, let me go here, bro. All right, so how in the actual fuck? How in the fuck? This is the shit I'm talking about. How did George Kambosos skip over? Listen to these names, y'all. Listen to these names in the IBF rankings that George Kambosos skipped over when he beat Wiley Coyote, bro. When he beat Jack Wiley. Remember, he moved up to 140 after Loma stopped his ass last year. Didn't fight for a whole fucking year. Didn't fight for a whole year. And he came back and he beat Wiley Coyote. He was allowed to get this title shot against Richardson Hitchens. And they put him number 3 over Michelle Ali Rivera, Jermaine Ortiz, Kenneth Sims Jr., Dalton Smith, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Lindolfo Delgado, Elvis Rodriguez, Liam Perot. And then he's getting the title shot ranked at number 3. And Super Matias is right there and worked his way back up to number 1. Someone please explain to me why George Kambosos deserves a shot at a world championship at 140 pounds over Super Matias. Can anyone try to explain that shit? Can you, like, this the shit I be talking about, and you be like, oh, you only say that shit because of Gervonta Tank Davis and this shit. I was saying fuck them belts before Tank ever uttered them words out of his mouth, number 1. Number 2, this is why. This is why. Shit like this. Shit like this, bro. Lindolfo Delgado and Elvis Rodriguez just fought to tooth and nail. And they letting this boy George Kambosos trash ass get a title shot. Get the fuck out of my face. Shout out to Biz 0128, being a member for 8 months. Salute to you. Is that an Eddie card in the U.S.? I think it is, bro. I think it is. Nice little low budget joint, you know. Richard Hitchens and George Kambosos don't cost much. But I think they are fighting in the U.S. I think Kambosos got to come over here to fight Hitchens. I'm not sure. They just said they fighting and they working out final details. Fight's supposed to be June 14th. Moving on, though. Bob Arum comes out. We got 300 people in the building. Please get the likes to 200. Where we at on the likes, man? Yeah, Kokui, Eddie is cooked. We gonna talk. Where we at on the likes, man? New York. All right, there we go. Lord Sweat Real, what up? Yeah, it's in New York. Bet. 200. We got 200 yet, man. I'm trying to work. 183. 191. Okay, there we go. 9 more people one time. Not 195. I'm fucking with it. Some of y'all just forgot. It's cool. I ain't tripping. Y'all came here like, oh shit, KO talking boxing. I forgot to hit the like button. No. Yeah, smash that like though. $196. We just need 4 more people. Cornelius, what up, Cornelius? Brian King B. Falcon, what up, bro? WTF Media, what up? 196. Nah, we need 4 more. 198. I bet. I just need 2 more. Then we back rocking. Ruben said, I never forget. That's why I mess with my dog, Ruben Latham. Brad should say we're at 202. Back at it. So, Keyshawn Davis is likely to get the Edwin fight done per Bob Arum. Is he trying to outdo Shakur Stevens? I don't know. But I know Keyshawn Davis got some of the best timing in history. This boy Edwin coming off of blood clots, shoulder injuries, damn near 2 years out the ring, a loss to Shakur Stevenson. Boy, you want to talk about some timing, boy. And all you Tank Davis haters and Keyshawn Davis fanboys gonna get this man all the credit in the world. He go out here and step on Edwin. I'm just here to remind you, the man ain't fought since November 2023. I'm here to remind you coming off a shoulder injury. I'm here to remind you he had a health scare with some blood clots. I'm here to remind you that his ass is coming off a loss. I'm just here to remind y'all of that. And I'm here to remind you that he already lost to William Foster. And I'm gonna watch you niggas forget all of that. Give Keyshawn Davis all the credit in the world if he fight him. But if Tank Davis would have fought him, niggas was gonna shit on the fight. Oh, I know it. I know it. I know it in my heart. I don't give a damn what y'all say because I know how y'all move out here. To me, I think it's an okay fight. I'm not expecting Edwin to be the same Edwin that fought Rayo, to be the same Edwin that fought Shakur, because inactivity is the biggest killer. And you had a shoulder injury, and you've been dealing with blood clots and shit. Come on, man. But it does lead. What I do like about it is it continues to show PBC and Top Rank working together. PBC and Top Rank might have a plan. Keyshawn get through Edwin. Tank get through Lamont Roach. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I ain't mad. It shows the companies working together or whatever. Maybe we get some more PBC fighters on that card. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of cautiously optimistic, but I ain't really fucking with the fight like that, bro. If I thought Edwin would still be Edwin, this fight would be fire and shit. But I'm not finna watch niggas be like shitting on like, oh, this nigga Lamont Roach from 130, even though he active, even though he coming off a great performance, he was healthy, he wasn't coming off of injuries and shit. I'm not finna watch niggas shit on Tank and Lamont Roach, shit on Tank versus motherfucking Ryan Garcia, shit on Tank versus Barrios, shit on Tank versus Hector, shit on Tank versus Frank Martin, right? And then gotta watch niggas cap for Keyshawn Davis versus an inactive, injured, fucking blood clot having Edwin De Los Santos, bro. I'm not finna go crazy for that shit, bro. It'd be an alright fight if it happened. Drake said he don't believe the shit. I'm just telling you what Bob Abrams said, bro. I think it'd be a pretty good fight. Other than that, I like to see if we talking in-house shit, why Keyshawn can't fight motherfucking Raymond Muratalla? They fight like Bob has done this before though. Bob is trying to get as many control of as many belts at 135 pounds as he can. Then he can make Keyshawn versus Muratalla, and then whoever lose that shit, he good because he got control over both of them. Right now, that's the old model. Now that he's gonna be working with the PBC, he might be more willing and more flexible to feed his fighters to other fighters and make more difficult fights for him and shit like that. But we'll see how that shit go. But Keyshawn Davis likely to get the fight done with Edwin, according to Bob Abrams. We'll see how that shit works out. This won't be the first time Edwin moved his ass over there to a Top Rank card. Now, I was watching the Kenny Ellis interview. That he did over there on Mill City. William Old School, what up? And he was alluding to the fact that basically niggas been trying to put Tank Davis on their time. They've been trying to act like they got a leg to stand on. And he say Shakur might have missed the boat. He say they had an opportunity to have a fight, alluding to what happened in 2024. Right? This is what I'll say, because I don't think Kenny Ellis is part or privy to anything business related to Tank Davis. I think he is a hell of a trainer. I think he does a great job in that corner when given the opportunity. And him and Calvin Ford have had undeniable results with Gervonta Tank Davis. What I will say is Shakur Stevenson, I hope this Williams Zepeda shit is a wake-up call. Because this whole Bud Crawford route, call me on the phone, Tank, let me talk to you on the phone, let's negotiate. Nigga, ain't nothing to negotiate. You get the call, you get the offer, you take the fight. You get the call, they interested in the fight, you drop every fucking thing you're doing. That, like, I think sometimes because we like arguing as fight fans, we don't just, Ronnie Bravo, what's up, dog? Bella Faith, I see you. We don't just tell the truth. If we take, Max, I'm dead ass serious, bro. If we take niggas' names out of it and realize, nigga, Turki lowballing you. You've been fighting in Saudi Arabia on undercards, right? Your own promoter that you call the greatest fighter, the greatest promoter in boxing, he ain't put no money up for you. Ask you something. At what point do we say, and just be real and tell a motherfucker, when they call, bro, you just say yes. You should do everything you can to go get that shit. You don't get to act like, oh, nigga, I ain't got to wait on you. I just go sign the match room. He got to understand I'm one of them ones too. I'm one of them guys too. He can't just offer me any old thing. Really, he can't. But Turki can though. He can't offer you any old thing. But you'll go to purse bid with Zepeda. Put it on the purse bid then. When you got that call last year, you should have did what you wanted to do. I mean, you should have did what you were supposed to do, bro. Should have did what you were supposed to do. So, did Shakur Stevenson miss the boat? I don't think he did, bro. I hope that obviously Tank Davis and his team, Steven Espinoza, Al Heyman, Louis DeCubas. I hope they get back into negotiations and work this shit out. Because that's a fight that we all want to see. But Shakur Stevenson's delusion is something that needs to be studied. Not just with Tank Davis, just in general. %. The 70-30 split is not the problem. The problem is, what's the amount of the purse bid? Because what if somebody only bids $2 million on it? I'm going to get there, bro. Yes, that's not a good thing for Shakur. That fight going to purse bid would be the worst fucking thing that could happen to him. And I'll explain why later in the show. It's not that is horrible news for him. They're holding his feet to the fire. They didn't even bid 3 to 5 mil against motherfucking, bro. Just I promise, bro. I don't want to go out of order. I got you though. I got you. We're gonna get there, bro. We're gonna get there. That's gonna be the majority of the show that we talk about today. I just got to get through these other main topics first. I promise. Now, another thing, Tank versus Shakur is for the hood. This is according to Jay Prince, who's the manager of Shakur Stevenson, along with Josh Dubin. He's his co-manager. He said, look, Tank, this shit for the hood. And he said, Tank, when you get done with Shakur, I would love to manage you, Tank. He was trying to recruit Tank. I can't help but one, like, bro, you not confident in this nigga? Why you trying to recruit his potential opponent before they even fight? Are you scared this nigga gonna lose? And why would Tank Davis leave the person that made him a star to go to you? You got one of your biggest names fighting on undercard. He regressed with you. Nigga say this fight for the hood. What? Bro, I'm not saying he wrong, because let's be real. When he say for the hood, he mean Black American fight fans. Minority American fight fans. Yeah, that's for us, bro. For those of us in here, most of us in here have melanin in our skin, bro. Most of us are Black American fight fans. So I get what he's saying, bro. He's not wrong in that regard, because the majority of the people that's going to buy that fight, the majority of the people that argue about that fight are the Black American fight fan. I'm not even mad at that. The part I'm mad about is why you trying to recruit this nigga? Tell Tank get with a real one. I like Tank. Tank from the hood. I can say some things to him that maybe ain't nobody else ever said to him before. Why? Why in the fuck? Why would Tank Davis, for the love, why would he leave what he got going on for you to be in his pockets? Like Shakur can't even take fights because you in that nigga pocket so heavy. This nigga got to charge a nigga $5 million for a fight just so he can make like 2. Because, nigga, you get a percentage. Josh Dubin get a percentage. Eddie Hearn get a percentage. Nigga just taking money out of his check just left and right. Nigga, give me my 10 to 15. Nigga, you give me my 10 to 15. You give me my 20. This nigga, bruh, this nigga is getting 30 to 40% of his check taken before he even get to see that shit. Think about that shit. If we just do the standard fees, and y'all can all go look this shit up, bro. I want y'all to understand how crazy this shit is. And now you'll see why he's being moved the way he been moving. Listen to me. Really hear me. The standard management contract fee is like 10%. Shakur got 2 managers. So Jay Prince need his 10%. And Josh Dubin want his 10%. Right? So boom, boom. Now, when you go fight, and it's not a matchroom card, and you sign to Eddie Hearn, the standard promotional fee is 20 to 25%. So you fight on the Turki card, you get your purse. Eddie Hearn, for letting you go fight on the Turki card, loaning your ass out, he get 20 to 25% of your purse. So this nigga, for the Padley fight, Jay Prince got his percentage, Josh Dubin got his percentage, and Eddie Hearn getting his percentage. Eddie Hearn has invested $0.00 in Shakur Stevenson since signing him, bro. And now you see why Shakur Stevenson be wanting these high-ass purses. He's like, nigga, I can't take the 75-25, Devin. I cannot take the 75-25, nigga. I cannot take anything less than 4, because, nigga, I'm already only going to leave with like 2. If I get 4, I really, 30-40% of that's gone, nigga. If you offer me 2, nigga, I'm only making 1. These niggas is in my pockets. And remember, that nigga used to have 3 managers. That nigga was managed by Andre Ward once upon a time. That nigga had Jay Prince, Josh Dubin, and Andre Ward. Luckily, Bob Aaron was his promoter, and he didn't have to come out of no money to Bob because he was fighting on Top Rank show. Damn, bro. So I say all that to say, why in the fuck would Tank Davis want Jay Prince as his goddamn manager when he got Al Heyman as his manager? Al Heyman is out this bitch as a manager. He got a whole Prime Video network. He got your own pay-per-view and shit. He got power, getting your fights and shit. Everybody run through you. This dude, Jay Prince, is a goddamn fun on the Top Rank, basically. Nigga, all y'all signing the Top Rank, nigga. They get the best guarantees, nigga. You gonna sign the Top Rank. I need my money and I need it now, nigga. You signing the Top Rank. I don't give a fuck. Don't listen to what they say about him. You signing the Top Rank. Bob's good, but you don't know Bob Hart like I know Bob Hart. Bud Crawford said that shit. I really mean that shit, nigga. You don't know his heart like I know his heart. You are going to sign over here. Why the fuck would Tank leave what he got going on for Jay Prince, bro? Get all the way the fuck out of my face. But he is right. That fight is going to be for everybody. It's going to be a casual fight, but that's for the culture. That's for hip-hop. You know what I mean? That's going to be for us when we get to see Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson fight. Now, before I get to Shakur Stevenson, where the turkey lovers at? Where the turkey lovers at, man? Because I'm going to get to Shakur Stevenson in a minute, but I got to talk to the turkeys, bro. Turkey breast, turkey leg, turkey wing, smothered turkey. I got to talk to y'all for a second. Where y'all at, bro? It's 330 people in here. I know y'all in here. You know what I mean? Where the turkey lovers? Curly J, Ronnie Bravo. So I just want to know why, when Turkey get a budget? He got a budget now? I thought he paid for every fight and he spares no expense. Why he got a budget now, man? Are y'all telling me Shakur Stevenson is that boring? His stock is that low? His stock is that trash? That now he got a budget? Shout out to my dog brother Huey Q. I hope all is well with you, bro. I hope your power will come back on. And salute to you too, bro. I hope everything is good. Now, back to Turkey though. Y'all told me he didn't have no budget. Y'all told me he wasn't running out of money. Why can't he just pay this nigga what he want and get it cracking? If he not running out of money, why would you pay Shakur more for Padley than you'll pay him for Zepeda? Running say Shakur just that goddamn boring. I hate to say it to my dog Ronnie and to all my turkey lovers. Saudi Arabia is pulling the reins back on his ass. They like, look, bro, we building cities of the future. We got all these resorts that we building. We got the FIFA World Cup bid that we won and shit. We're trying to get the Olympics out here and shit. Your escapades into boxing have not been like we pulling back the reins, nigga. They saw their numbers for the Riyadh season card. They see how much they about to pay Monster Inouye and Canelo and they got a free card with Devin and Ryan and Tszyu on that bitch where they doing invite only. They like, nigga, we pulling back the reins on your ass. We gotta pull this shit back. This shit is not working. We got complexes we building over here. I've been saying this for almost a whole year or over a year. No, I'm not saying it because of him. I've been talking this Turkey shit for a minute now. And it's all coming to fruition. Now fighters, now he doing a league where he only want to pay a motherfucker $750,000. He got the king of underpaying motherfuckers, Dana White, to run it for him. Now all of a sudden, he just can't pay for the Shakurs to pay the fight, but that's supposed to be Bud's homeboy. She say Shakur don't want to fight Zepeda, and this is why y'all. At this point, he either dumb or don't want no smoke. We gonna get there, but I just wanted to stop real quick right here because I want to spend the next hour or so really digging in and talking this Shakur shit, right? Because there's so many things to talk about with this shit. But before I did, I just had to stop and let y'all know that not only has this nigga been losing millions, now he's starting not to want to pay niggas. Teach, what's up? He's starting not to want to pay niggas out here. So we'll continue to follow the story. But when he start worrying about a budget, when he start going back on his word, Shakur said he gave him a money. He said he gave him a number, bro. I'm giving my opinion behind the hands TV, and my shit been fired this whole time. Go check the track record. Yeah, it's my opinion based on a bunch of facts. Now, when I'm right, again, just come back, bro. I didn't say I'm reporting this shit. That's what we are. I can't stand that type of shit, bro. Just so y'all know, that irks the shit out of me, right? Oh, you speculating. Oh, you speculating. Name a nigga on YouTube that don't speculate. They don't give his opinion. They don't tell you what they think is going to happen. Name that nigga right now. Name one boxing channel that don't tell you what they think is going to happen. Name one, bro. The problem is I'm just better at that shit than a lot of your favorites. I'm better at that shit than a lot of your favorites. Give a fuck where you left, bro. I don't care. I don't care. You don't know Turkey business, just like Jay Prince don't know Turkey business. Because if he knew his business, they wouldn't be blindsided by him lowballing Shakur Stevenson out of Shakur mouth. Come talk to me, bro. You new here. you must be new here, dog. I don't give a damn where you left, bro. The place you left, don't know what the fuck is going on with Turkey. While I'm speculating, they thought Turkey was going to get a man's a number, and he didn't give him that number. While I'm over here speculating, speculate that shit, bro. This is not the place for that shit, boy. Get cooked over here. Get done dirty over here, bro. This is not the place for that shit at all. You can say I'm speculating about Turkey, but shit. Go. You just left J Jim. Make a motherfucking U-turn. You in Houston. Make a U-turn on I-45, nigga. Yeah, make a U-turn on I-45. Go back. And then ask them niggas, say, yo, why y'all didn't know what the hell was going on with the offer and shit? He told y'all this, then he switched it up on you. What the fuck happened? Like, go back there and figure that shit out. Then come tell me I'm speculating. Because looks like they ass was speculating about what offer they was going to receive from Turkey because it wasn't what the fuck they thought. Go do that. What's up, big dog, Willie? Go do that. Now let me speculate some more. And you still ain't named the one nigga channel that don't speculate on this bitch. Who else do you follow? Who else? What other content? We get paid. We make these channels to give our opinions, nigga. I'm giving my opinion. Yeah, Deem is doing good, Johnny. Just talked to him yesterday. But okay, let's move on. Stick around, because since you left Jay's gym, you probably love this topic. You probably love this topic. You probably love this topic about Shakur Stevenson making another dumbass move, turning down the Zepeda fight and letting it go to purse bid. Letting it get mandated and get ordered, giving away all this fucking leverage, putting his career in the hands of somebody else. Oh, yeah, you probably love this part of the show. Yeah, y'all will probably love this. Shakur fans, where you at? Where you at? Okay? I need y'all to come and just sit down here and holler at your boy for a second. We got to talk. You just type with me. Welcome to the channel, though. Subscribe. Yeah. Let me ask y'all something, bro. At what point do we look at Shakur Stevenson and start blaming him for these dumbass moves? I ain't seen Bullet either, bro. At what point? At what point is he responsible for the dumbass decisions that he makes? You're signed to Eddie Hearn under Matchroom, and Eddie Hearn ain't done shit for you. And now, everybody involved that could bid on the fight, they all tied to Turkey before they tied to you, and you just publicly disrespected that man. Does anybody in here really believe that Eddie Hearn is going to go against what Turkey wants him to do? You think Eddie's going to bid a bigger number than what Turkey was offering Shakur Stevenson? The same Eddie Hearn that lost Jerron Boots in his purse bid to Karen's fucking promoters? Somebody talk to me. Answer me. Like, we can have these conversations. Like, these are the positions that you put yourself in. You might have should have just took that deal because it's only going to get worse from here. Now, you really think he going to go against Turkey? You got Golden Boy. You got Golden Boy. Turkey is running Golden Boy promotions for Oscar. Oscar De La Hoya had a Mexican night card with Zerto Ramirez on that bitch. Jose Ramirez on that hoe. Arnold Barboza Jr. on that bitch. This man had a Mexican night card in Saudi Arabia for Turkey. They had the Mexican flags waving. They had the sombreros on that bitch. All that shit in Saudi Arabia. You think that they gonna go against the dude that's been funding their companies millions and millions and millions of dollars to bid on your fight for you with no ties to them and no fucking deal left, no fights left on your deal? You think Eddie and Oscar gonna go against Turkey for you? Man, they gonna come together. Turkey, they all know what you was offered, and the bid might be even lower to make you vacate that shit on purpose or take a really low offer. You might want to just take that fight and whip his ass, homeboy. It only gets worse from here because your promoter doesn't have your best interest in heart. If he did, he wouldn't send you across the goddamn world in Saudi Arabia. He would have trusted you, believed in you, invested in you, put on your fight in America, try to do good shit from the do a good live gate. You know what I mean? Get you a good opponent that people can get excited about. He ain't got your best interest at heart. He sent you over to Turkey so he can make some money off of you and didn't have to spend a dime to do it. We know what Oscar De La Hoya on. You saw what how he finagled and played with Ryan Garcia. You fuck around and let Oscar De La Hoya win that purse bid. Your ass will be fighting motherfucking William Zepeda in Cancun, Mexico in a 4x4x4x4 ring. You might want to take that Turki off. At least he might throw you in the Las Vegas card on Canelo and Crawford card. And at least you'll be fighting in America. Keep playing. Keep playing. Let this shit go to purse bid. Now you got to negotiate with the same nigga your fans was crying for you not to sign 2KO. Niggas legit stop fucking with me over Shakur signing the Matchroom. I ain't fuck with that nigga KO bitch ass nigga talking about this nigga got to go to motherfucking Golden Boy. Why you got to go to Golden Boy? He's a champion. Why Shakur got to go to Golden Boy? KO, that nigga's the champion. Cool. They gave him till May 4th or whatever it is to negotiate this fight. Who he got to negotiate with? I'm just asking for a friend. Somebody phone a friend like who wants to be a millionaire. Who does this nigga have to negotiate with in order for this fight not to go to purse bid? King of Kings, what's up? Where are you niggas at that was capping for this Matchroom shit now, nigga? Where y'all at? Nigga got to go to Oscar and hope Oscar makes the fight anyway and hope that everybody ain't in cahoots fucking trying to fuck him over, which is more than likely going to fucking happen. Because PBC ain't bidding on that fucking fight. Top Rank not bidding on that fucking fight. Your two likely options bidding on that fight is Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya. And guess who they working at the behest of? The nigga you just disrespected and offers you just turned down. They trying to get that belt up off you, homeboy. They trying to get that belt up off you, homeboy. You don't exacerbate dumbass decisions by making more dumbass decisions because you just keep digging yourself a hole. Signing to Matchroom was a stupid ass decision. Turning down Turki Alalshikh over money because you want more money is a dumbass decision. You might have should have played it cool, took the deal, realized what they trying to do to you. That way they might at least give you a fair shake against the player because you're playing the fucking game. But now you done opened up your mouth. You done talk shit about that man. And now they like, all right, bet. So now you're a champion that's been fighting on undercards. Fighting on fucking undercards. They don't bring no value. You're nothing but a cost to them. And now you got two promoters, your promoter and Oscar De La Hoya, that's in cahoots with Turki. Whatever the fuck he wants to happen with you next, that's what the fuck gonna happen. If he tell them niggas not to bid on you at all, they not gonna bid on you at all. Remember, Eddie Hearn just did exactly what Turki did. Look, whatever Turki wants me to do, I will do it. Turki say, nigga, Dimitri Bivol better drop that belt and fight better beef. Nigga, fuck that Benavidez fight. What the fuck he have Bivol do? Wait, what he do? Bivol dropped that fucking belt and he doing exactly what Eddie doing exactly what the fuck Turki told him to do. Exactly what the fuck he told him to do. And so you turn this shit down and they go to purse bid. Now you're going to be put in a position to drop that shit because they're going to lowball the fuck out you. Williams and Zepeda over there just like, yeah. Put $1 million on the purse bid. Put $2 million on the purse bid. You think niggas, whatever they paid you, whatever they were offering you, they're not going to put, if they wanted to make the fights themselves, they would have done it. This is why this shit is so stupid, bro. If Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya wanted to make the fights themselves, bro, do you understand they would have done that? The mere fact that Turki was the one trying to make the fight should have been red flags for your ass, bro. They're not. They don't want to make the fight themselves. They are going to offer you the bare minimum. Minimum. Eddie already told you, if you're not signing me long term, I'm not bidding on your shit. Remember when Devin Haney got mad at the nigga? Because Eddie wouldn't bid on this Sandor Martin fight? Eddie said, I'm not about to lose millions of dollars. I'm not bidding on that shit. Maybe if I was investing in you long term, nigga, remember you got one fight left on your deal? They gonna tell your ass, you want us to bid on you need to put this pen to paper about 4 more fights. You need to sign up for about 3-4 more fights. Or good luck. All the fucking signs were there, and everybody called OKO a hater. No, bro. I see these motherfuckers for what they are. I knew they were trying to play them. That's why I said sign back to Top Rank, nigga. Go to PBC. If you want the goddamn Williams Zepeda fight, sign that one fight, 2 fight deal with motherfucking Zepeda in them. You tried to fight 2 Golden Boy fighters in Schofield and Zepeda, and look at how you getting done because you didn't sign the Golden Boy. This nigga Schofield got a fake stomach flu virus and ducked on out. This nigga Zepeda, they treating Zepeda like the super duper ultra A-side over your ass. Real talk. They treating this nigga like he the A-side. They like, nigga, we giving you this much. You don't want that shit, take it to purse. But they treat you like the mandatory. All because you went over there to Matchroom thinking they were going to have your best interest at heart, nigga. Shout out to Todd Draper with the 5-piece in the super chat, man. Shakur is out of options and in between a rock and a hard place. Facts. They're trying to dump the dead weight and they trying to get that belt up off of him. If this shit go, man, he better just say, look, I'll take whatever. And guess what? Now that they know the purse bid is coming, the offers probably get lower from here. The offers probably get lower from here. Zepeda don't want much. Zepeda's like, shit, yeah, run the play on his ass. Run the play. Blue 42. Run the play on this nigga. Run the play on this nigga, man. I'm cool. I just want to be WBC champion. Run the play on this nigga. Make this nigga look like he ducked me. If you truly believe you're going to beat that motherfucker ass, if you truly know that it's a mismatch, and you want to keep your belt, you're going to have to fight that nigga under less than ideal circumstances because you're not the draw that you think you are. You're not the star that you think you are. They are letting you know that right now. You are on your way out the door, and they are trying to keep that WBC belt. You know why, Shakur? You know why? Because they want a piece of the Tank Davis pie, bro. And they know if they don't have no belts at 135, that leaves Golden Boy out the mix. That leaves Eddie Hearn out the mix. That leaves all of them all together out the Tank Davis sweepstakes. They try and get that shit up off you. And you're going to allow them to do it without even probably having to fight you unless you just take what the fuck they offering. You might just have to make 50K. It's nobody's fault that you signed to Jay Prince other than you. You might just have to make 50K. Because they going, we understand 30-40% of your check is gone, nigga. We understand that. But that's just what it is. That's the decision that you made, nigga. You signed to Jay Prince and Josh Dubin at the same time like you wanted 2 managers, but you really only need 1. You signed to Eddie Hearn who ain't. Do Matchroom got a budget? I'm serious. Does Matchroom have a budget? Do they have a budget? Because Eddie Hearn ain't put a cent of that shit into the goddamn pot. This nigga just looking at Turki like, Turki, what you want to do? He ain't fighting for Shakur. Why Shakur fans? Shakur Stevenson, if you watching, if this get to Shakur Stevenson, why the fuck Eddie ain't spoke up for you? Eddie ain't said a word to Turki. That nigga like, that's between y'all. You call this man the best promoter in boxing. You say you love the way he talk about you. What actions is he doing for you? What? He ain't spoke up on your behalf now. One time, like, nah, Turki, you can't be underdoing, you can't be underpaying Shakur like that. This nigga's in on it, and I hope that Shakur see this shit, man. Like, nigga, he ain't even speaking up for you. He won't tweet for you. This nigga ain't did an interview. He ain't talked to IBFP, ITV, My TV, Fight Hype, Fight Hub, Fight whatever, Showbiz, Hubbiz, Daybiz, Blue Blood, Red Blood. This nigga ain't talked to nobody on your behalf to be like, no, you cannot Turki will not do my fighter like that. That nigga just sitting back. Ain't said a word. He done collected 20% of your Padlet check for being on that Turki card. He was about to take 20% of that goddamn Cordina check. And this nigga ain't said a word in your defense against Turki. And it's been over 24 hours, nigga. Am I still speculating? My God, bro. My God. This is Devin Haney moment. Do the Devin Haney. Do the Devin Haney. Devin had to go in there, take less than what he thought he deserved. And he had to get his ass in there. And he had to go in there and just beat George Camboso's ass under less than ideal conditions where everything was against him. Shakur, this is your moment. Or you're going to drop your belt out of pride and just be mad and say you're retiring and moving up to 140 pounds. That's your option.
Hey, KO.
What's good?
Hey, my bad, bro. I had fucked around and accidentally had timed somebody out in your chat. I think his name Jermaine. I ain't even try to do that. My finger had hit the button on accident.
Okay, I'll fix it, bro. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah.
All right, peace. So, you know your promoter is on Turki's side. You don't want to end up like Devin, bro, where the world now knows your market value. That purse bid with Sandor Martin was so detrimental that Devin Haney is now fighting on the undercard of a nigga that cheated him just to get a bag. Because the boxing world was like, nigga, what? 2.5 million? Y'all say this nigga was the face of boxing. Y'all bid $2.42 million on this fight? We thought this nigga was a star. $2.42 million. Shakur, bro. You don't want to go to purse bid, bro. I don't know what Jay Prince is telling you. I don't know what your fans is telling you. I don't know what your knob gobblers is telling you. You don't want to go to purse bid because you're going to be so shocked and so disappointed when that number comes in low as shit and your purse is like $1 million something. Because no one's going to bid more than $3 million on that fight. And I'm being fucking generous, y'all. No one's going to bid more than $3 million on that fight. No one. Because the only people bidding on it is beholden to the motherfucker that's lowballing you by your own mouth anyway. The only people that it would make sense to bid on that fight is Eddie Hearn and motherfucking Williams and Zepeda. Oscar De La Hoya. And they are beholden to Turki, so they not going to bid more than what he was going to pay you. They not trying to piss him off. Eddie got to get that Bivol money, bro. My bad, Judah. Eddie Hearn got the Bivol and Better Be fight coming up. He ain't trying to piss Turki off for you. Bruh. Oscar De La Hoya got the Ryan Garcia fight coming up with Turki in the ring. And he got motherfucking Jose Ramirez and Arnold Barboza on that card, bro. He ain't trying to piss. He finna piss Turki off for you, bro. By bidding something Turki don't want him to bid. Nigga, you better wake up and take that fight. Cause they about to low, they about to say, look, let's bid so fucking low. Let's get this nigga to drop this belt. So whatever negotiations underway, you just need before they even get. Soon as you get on the phone, soon as you talk to them niggas, I accept. And then you beat his ass. You become a free agent. You get the fuck away from there. You get the fuck away from there, dog. Because they not finna fuck up the bag for you. They gotta get that Bivol. Eddie gotta get that Bivol money. Oscar gotta get that Ryan Garcia money. You gotta get that Arnold Barboza money, that Jose Ramirez money, bro. They not finna be. Oh man, yeah. Let's come together and make this fight against Turki's wishes. Let's pay Shakur what he's looking for against Turki's wishes. Don't turn down that fight, dog. That shit'll be stupid as fuck. And you only have yourself to blame. So I ask again, as I said at the beginning when we first started talking about this topic, at what point do we look at Shakur Stevenson and say, you turned down the Devin Haney and 75-25? We understand that. Okay, cool. But you the common denominator in that. You the one that decided to go to Matchroom when Tank Davis' team reached out to you. You the common denominator in that. You the one that's having this issue with the Zepeda fight. How come this nigga don't have no problem when it's Keyshawn? How come this shit never come up when it's Keyshawn, bro? How come shit like this don't never come up when it's motherfucking Felix Caraballo? You know what I mean? Why didn't this shit come up with Joey Gonzalez, bro? How come every time it's a tough fight, a fight we think might be challenging, a fight that we think is going to test his mettle, a fight that we think could be a potential upset in the making or whatever, how come every time it's one of these fights, there's always some bullshit in the game with him, bro? Does he not want smoke? Does he not believe in himself? Is the money like the biggest thing to him? Like every single time, bro? Like at some point, I don't believe in coincidence, bro. At some point, I'm looking at you. Like the Devin Haney shit, okay, bro, yeah, I'm fucking with you. Like, I bet he offer you 75-25, the mandatory 70-30. Okay, nigga, I can dig it. Whatever, bro. Okay, the Tank Davis shit, nigga, I'm a Tank fan. That shit don't make no sense to me. He your biggest fight. You signed a motherfucking you signed a Matchroom anyway, even though his team reached out to you, nigga. All right, bro. Like, whatever, nigga. We can have that debate or whatever. But I believe you duck for Tank Davis. But then, nigga, now this Williams and Pater shit, nigga, it keep being you, bro. At what point do we look at this nigga and be like, say, dog, why this shit always keep happening to you? And then this the other shit, bro. And Shakur fans, y'all may or may not feel this shit, but I gotta say this shit, bro, because I think people think that I'm unfair and that it come from a place of hate or that I don't have any reasons for the way that my viewpoints are or the way I may start looking at a fighter funny. And this is another example of it, right? Like I heard Shakur Stevenson say that Turki gave me his word. He gave me a number and shit. And he went back on the number and that's the problem or whatever. Right? I heard him say that shit or I seen him say that shit on Twitter. But when I heard him say that, I'm like, oh, so you don't like niggas going back on their word with you. You don't like niggas going back on your word with you. You want people, when they tell you something, you want them to keep it, to stand by their word and do what they said they're going to be a man and be a woman in their word. I can respect it. I can respect it, but I was also taught you shouldn't ask people to do shit that you unwilling to do yourself. When him and Jamel Herring fought, did Shakur Stevenson keep his word or did he go behind Jamel Herring's back and get more money from the sanctioning body? Somebody talk to him. See, it's no fun when the shoe is on the other foot, but I'm taught to treat people how you want to be treated. So I'm just simply asking, like, I'm not saying Turki right or wrong. I'm just saying, do you get to cry wolf? Do you get to be the one to say you don't like that shit when didn't you not give Jamel Herring your word? Wasn't that fight done? But you went to go get more money from the sanctioning body and petition him? And you ended up apologizing to his wife and shit in the locker room after the fight and shit, and that's why you were apologizing because you did some snake ass shit? Was that not you, bro? Notice how I just get the chat just slows down. This be why. Just so y'all know, it be shit like this because I have a really good memory and I don't forget a lot of shit. How you the type of person, like really, like DP, listen to me, DP. Shout out to my Cincinnati dog, DP Rocker. DP, you a real one. Thank Father. You a real one. Y'all, let me ask y'all something, bro. Let me ask y'all something. How are you the type of person to know your homeboy recorded somebody, keep the recording for a rainy day, tell the nigga that you got recorded that I got you on camera talking crazy, I got you talking crazy, and then you use that shit when it benefits you, right? Like the DA's office, like a prosecutor, like the feds and shit. How do you have that type of character, but also want somebody to keep their word with you? Like, somebody explain to me how that shit works. I understand like this is boxing talk, but Trying to school y'all on some real shit so you understand why I be thinking the way I be thinking and why I be talking the way I be talking. Like, somebody explain to me how you were the same nigga to use a recording that somebody didn't know they had recorded of them against their knowledge when it fits you, but then be that same nigga to get mad when somebody don't keep their word to you. How do you niggas even reconcile being a fan of a nigga like that? Like, I got so many questions. Like, I got so many fucking questions. Like, not only how is he thinking that that's some real shit, but then also, how do you be a fan of that? Ty Drake for piling on the nigga, right? 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat, also sent the fake contract to Devin. Yeah, sign the contract in the club. Sign the contract in the club. Sign the contract in the club. Wasn't no fucking contract. But a nigga is supposed to keep his word to you. Nigga, your stock dropped. Nigga should be mad. Legit mad at Jay Prince. Which is why I said earlier, why in the fuck would Tank Davis want to be Jay Prince's let Jay Prince manage his career when Jay Prince has managed Shakur Stevenson's career into the dirt? Because of Jay Prince's greed and him wanting to try to get Shakur Stevenson high upfront purses so that he can make a bag off of Shakur, because that's all it is. He wanted him at Matchroom. He wants his fighters at Top Rank because those places notoriously pay the high upfront guarantees. And as a manager, you get paid off the fighter's purse. So the bigger the purse, the more money Jay Prince makes. That's why he sends his fighters in those directions. You should be mad at him. You should be asking him, nigga, you told me to sign to this nigga. Like, these are the things a real Shakur fan, like, nigga, you told me to sign to this nigga. And he ain't put a cent up. You told me to sign to Matchroom. You told this is what y'all advised me to do. And this nigga won't even take up for me when Turki lowballing me. Nigga, I gotta be out here taking up for myself. And instead, you mad at the dude you was sucking off. And it comes full circle. So I'm supposed to believe that Turki was fucking with Shakur like that when Shakur was just like, Turki put up the money for me and Tank to fight. Turki put up the money for me and Tank to fight. Turki don't even want to pay you to fight Zepeda, nigga. He don't even want to pay you to fight Zepeda, bro. This shit getting out of hand. So don't exacerbate a horrible situation and a bad decision by making another bad decision. Don't let this shit go to purse bid. You overplayed your hand. Nobody in a position to give you that fight. Nobody in position right now to give you any fight. From Eddie Hearn to to Oscar De La Hoya to Turki Alalshikh. None of them value your belt, value your defensive fighting style, value you as a fighter and a person enough to lose money on you, bro. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They try and eat off you. They try and make money off you. So they trying to drive your purse down low so they feel like they can make some money off of your fight. Or they ain't got no problem with you fighting a bum no longer as the champion. Yeah, they ain't got no problem with you fighting a bum as the champion. But there's a pay to fight. It's going to be at the price that they comfortable with because you put yourself in that position. You put yourself in that position. And now you got to go and negotiate with the same person that you didn't want to negotiate with when you was a free agent for the same fight that you should have been negotiated with him for in the first place. You hustling backwards. You hustling backwards, bro. And all these dudes making money off of you and eating your pockets up, bro. Jay Prince, Josh Dubin, and Eddie Hearn about to eat your pockets up. Eddie Hearn want that shit on Golden Boy so he can just get a percentage of your purse. They want you to take that Turki Alalshikh offer so they ain't got to worry about trying to make no money. They can just get their percentages, bro. And Turki like, fuck all that, nigga. Nigga, this is what I can pay. Because he knows they loyal to him. He know he got other irons in the fire with them niggas. They ain't finna upset him, bro. They not finna upset him, bro. This ain't no place of hate. This is the place of realness and telling the truth. Nigga, you better take that fight for whatever they offering. Make nice. But go into that bitch knowing, nigga, they want Williams Zepeda to beat your ass. Go into that bitch knowing them judges are going to cater to the aggressive style. So you got to find a way to stop that nigga work rate and fire back and sharpshoot his ass and outbox him and be everything you claim you are, bro. Because if you not, they're going to fuck you over. You put yourself in that position. Jay Prince put you in that position. Josh Dubin put you in that position. That's where you at, bro. That's where you at. You're in the same. Listen, Devin Haney did it willingly and knowingly because he wanted undisputed. You so fucked up in the game, you got fucked out your position and tricked out your position for a fucking mandatory. I gotta turn the camera off, bro. When Devin was put in a position to have to go to Australia 2 times. Go to Australia 2 times and fight for less than a nigga that he got a bigger name than here in America. When he was put in that fucking position, at least the nigga was doing it for undisputed, bro. He gave up his position. He gave up his right as the more popular fighter between the two to at least be fighting for undisputed. You did all this shit to get tricked out of your spot and cornered by a fucking mandatory, bro. All because you like the way Eddie Hearn talk. Somebody say Shakur just posted some shit. Let's react to it real time. I ain't seen it yet. I'm telling you, Drink. Stupid ass moves, bro. Somebody put it in the chat. Mr. Fizz, I'm telling you. This how stupid, bro. This how somebody put the link in the chat, bro. Put the link to the tweet in the chat. Then I'll react to it. Then we'll drop the link and we'll let Shakur Stevens. You know this ain't no Shakur Stevenson fan. Hit the chat. Somebody go get his tweet. There we go. You know this ain't no Shakur Stevenson fans. Hit my link tonight, bro. They'll hit it for the open panel though. They didn't want to smoke with this shit today. This shit is bad out here, bro. Let me see what he say. Me and my team did this because we want the fight. Now stop lying and crying and make this shit happen. At Oscar De La Hoya, at Williams Zepeda. Y'all like playing dirty, right? Well, I'm down to fight, motherfucker. Bro, you tripping. You tripping. You and your team going the WBC route, bro. Unless you gonna bid on this shit with Shakur Stevenson Promotions, nigga. Unless Jay Prince gonna come out of that rapper lot money and do this purse bid, you're fucked, bro. Is this nigga saying that he did it? That he asked them to order the fight, bro? I know this nigga. Me and my team did this. Did what? Y'all asked him to order this shit? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, he did. Nah, bro. Dog, you don't want to be in this position. Boy, you better be everything your fans say you is, dog. But my thing is, if he already turning down the money and doing this shit, this money's going to be lower. Yeah, you're going to get a 70-30 split. You're going to get 70-30 or $2 million. You're going to get 70-30 about two. I'm telling y'all, purse bid going to come in about $2 million. $2 million times 0.70. That $1.4 million. Got to pay Jay Prince 10%. Got to pay Josh Dubin 10%. Say, dog. That boy about to make less than $1 million fighting Zepeda if he do this purse bid shit, dog. Nah, bro. They advised him. He said, me and my team, bro. But they not bidding no $4 million on that fight, bro. If they were bidding $4 million on that fight, he wouldn't be crying. He wouldn't be crying about what they offering him, bro. You ain't got to pay the number like $250,000, whatever the minimum is, and he'll take that shit. So you don't have to bid no $4 million to get that fight, especially when you know there's no competition, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's gonna be no competition, and it's gonna be no competition because Turki got every promoter involved in this situation in his pocket, and the other promoters don't want it. PBC not bidding on that shit, like I said. Neither is Top Rank because they got no vested interest in spending money on that shit. So it's gonna either be Matchroom or Golden Boy win the purse bid because they got the fighters. They're gonna be the ones that realistically big promoters in the game willing to put money up, unless BLK Prime gonna. Unless Triller, unless BLK Prime come with some shit, man. This nigga. Oh, nah, bro. Nah, bro. It's gonna be about 2 to 2.5, man. And that's gonna make him make less than $2 million. He gonna end up still making less than the Padley fight. Dog, you just gotta take this fight, get the shit done, and get it popping, bro. And just show that you are who you say you are, bro. And then get the fuck away from them. Because now you know Eddie Hearn don't give a fuck about you. He ain't taking up for you with Turki. And then when you see them motherfucking when you see them purse bid numbers and you see what people really think of you. Shout out to my dog Tim with the 2-piece in super chat. Turki made Bivol duck. Yeah, we talked about that, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Texas 16, they hoping. Listen to me, y'all. They're gonna set up a play to make the purse bid so low. Especially, you gotta understand if Turki and if Turki tells Eddie and Oscar, look, I want this fight on the Bud and Canelo card. Don't y'all bid on this fight, or I'm dead in the Ryan Garcia shit. I'm dead in the motherfucking Jose Ramirez shit. I'm dead in the Barboza shit. I'm dead in all the shit I got going on with your fighters, Eddie. I'm dead in the Bivol and Better Beef shit. That dude's a dictator, bro. I told y'all about this shit. That dude ain't finna just let this shit go and let somebody else do something if he wants something. He gonna be like, no. Scratch my back, I scratch y'all. Otherwise, it's gonna get ugly for y'all. Opulent, what's up? And that's what niggas don't understand about this dirty game of boxing that we talk about on a daily basis, bro. These boys they not worried about Shakur. They gonna do their own thing. They gonna do their own thing. They gonna do what's best for their company. Them boys got duped. Went over there fucking with them with that goddamn Saudi Arabia dude. Went over there fucking with Oscar De La Hoya and motherfucking Eddie Hearn. You got duped. You got duped, bro. Now you're in a position you got to fight or flight. We're gonna see what you're gonna do because the numbers not gonna go up. They're gonna be like, bet we got a purse bid, nigga. You gonna either fight at our price or we good luck to you because the pay ready to go. Shakur's the one that, and I'm gonna drop the link for y'all, but I need y'all to understand why this is so important, bro. Shakur is the one that cares about the money. He's the one that's making the fuss over the money. Zepeda is good. Zepeda's good. So when you know one side don't care about money and the other side does, then you don't give a fuck about any leverage Shakur thinks he has or, oh, I'm the champion and all of that. And then when you know there's no competition on the purse bid, you can just wait him out. What's up, Writer's Block? So he's in a position to where they can just be like, bet, you don't want the offer we offering, let it go to purse bid then. And all these promoters talk to each other. They be knowing what the fuck gonna happen in the purse bid before we do. Nigga, you bidding on that shit? Nah, I ain't bidding on that. You bidding on that? Yeah, I'm bidding on that. Say, bro, don't bid on that shit, man. Yeah, I'm bid on it. Because they all got relationships. Mr. Fish, they not doing that. They not doing that at all. It'll be 2 purse bids maximum. You get a bid from Matchroom, you get a bid from Golden Boy. Third bid might be some platform that you ain't never heard, like Marv Nation. And you fuck around, Oscar De La Hoya may tell your ass, nigga, we not even bidding on it. They may let Williams and Peters, the Mexican people, bid on that. The Mexican promoters and shit bid on that. Then now you in a position, you could be defending your belt in Mexico, like I said, bro. Just take the fight, bro. Take the fight. Because now Oscar De La Hoya could tell Eddie Hearn, nah, he got to come over here. Just like Devin had to come over here for Ryan. He got to come over here, or we can just let it go to purse bid. Don King, yeah. They playing games with you, dog. Go ahead and get that fight done. Beat that boy ass. Get the fuck on up out of here. I want to hear from some Shakur fans, though. Let me drop this link, man. You know what I'm saying, old Hefe? They got your ass in a trick bag right now. The only way to get out of it is getting through that motherfucking beating his ass, bro. Fucked up. That matchroom deal is coming back to bite you right in the ass, like I told y'all it would, bro. It's coming right back to bite you in the ass, like I told y'all it would. I think we caught all the super chats. Yeah, we caught up. Y'all smash the like button. How many likes we got real quick before I drop this link, man? How much likes we got before I drop this link? I want to drop this link for y'all, but we got to get the likes right. Where we at on the likes, man? We got 400 people in here, bro. 286. Can we get to 325 real quick? Let's get to 325 real quick so I can drop this link. If y'all want me to open up the panel, y'all got to hit that like button, man. Butcher says Shakur can't run no more. And that's the other thing. By doing it this way, bro, this shit, like, if I'm managing him, which I'm not, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this shit out, bro. The way that they're negotiating with him and the way that he's getting treated right now, he should know. Nigga, you got to step on him. They try and set you up. You got to step on him. They trying to set you up. You better step on him. Let this shit play out like the Edwin De Los Santos fight and then watch them scorecards. You got to step on him. If you don't know that, it's something wrong with you. They don't treat you grimy like this outside the ring to give you a fair one in the ring. Listen to me, bro. I'm trying to get these young boxers game and these B-side fighters game. I'm telling you what your fans should tell you, but they won't tell you because they're too busy sucking you off. If they treating you grimy like this right now, going back on their word, let you tell it. Your own promoter not putting up no money for your fight. Oscar De La Hoya doing you dirty. Like, nah, you got to come to me to get this fight. They not treating you grimy over here to treat you good over there, bro. I can tell niggas don't be having no street smarts, no common sense, no awareness about themselves, because if you think you about to get a fair one, you sadly mistaken, bro. That's why they let Zepeda fight Farmer for 2 times. That's why they're trying to get you right off of that performance against Padley. That's why Eddie got you that little soft-ass touching Padley. They're trying to keep your competition level down. They know you got your hands hurt. They know you in a precarious position, and they telling Zepeda, all you gotta do is make it close. All you gotta do is make it close. I'm telling y'all, bro. All you gotta do is make it close, William. We got this nigga. We got him. Just make it close. Don't let him clearly be hitting you and you not hitting him. Don't let him stand in the pocket with you without you just throwing a bunch of punches. Just make it close. Just make it close and we gonna take it home for you, nigga. You already up 4-0 and you don't even know it yet. Just go ask Devin Haney how many rounds he lost to Kambosos. We'll all tell you he didn't lose a single goddamn round. But boy, Kambosos show got 4 rounds in that first fight. That boy Zepeda got 4 rounds off the rip. 4 rounds off the rip. Time for you to show who you are, bro. Shout out to Juice Vision. 5-piece. No biscuit in super chat. He say, he just posted on Twitter he want the fight. He ain't worried about the money. Let's see if his bluffing ass stand on that. Oh, no, he worried about the money. If he worried about the money, then the fight wouldn't be ordered and going to purse bid. He'd have took Turki Alalshikh offer. And this is another thing. Like, it's too late now. I don't give a fuck about the money, but you just turned down what Turki offer. You burnt bridges. You put them in a position to want to fuck you over even more because you couldn't keep your emotions out of it. And now you going back saying, I don't give a fuck about the money. If you ain't give a fuck about the money, it wouldn't be going to mandatory negotiations and a purse bid getting ordered if you don't reach an agreement for the fight. If you didn't care about the money, you would have just took the fight in the first place. This is shit I'm talking about. That's shit I be talking about, bro. Anyway, where we at on the likes, man? I am trying to drop the link. But I can't drop the link unless we get the likes to 325, bro. How many likes we got? I don't give a fuck about the money. Why you turned down a Turki offer? Because he was lowballing me. I don't care about no money, nigga. I just want to beat this nigga ass. Will you do it for free? Fuck no. And the craziest thing is, he can say that shit all he want to. Jay Prince behind him rubbing his hands together like Birdman. Like, nigga, please, nigga. You care about the money because I care about the money. You care about the money, nigga. Trust me. You care about the money because I care about the money. I'm going to get mine, nigga. Josh Dubin going to get his too. And you know, Eddie got to play in like, shit, I'm trying to get mine. I ain't trying to put no money up for this shit. I don't think I can sell this shit. Somebody else win the purse bid. Nigga, take the Turki offer. Take the golden boy offer. I'm not trying to put no money on this shit. That's why he quiet as a church mouse. Before this shit came out, he was like, yeah, we're just trying to move on from the Zepeda. We want to wait for Tank Davis in September. That boy Shakur started going off on motherfucking Turki. That nigga Eddie was silent. 313, we need 325. Okay, well, imagine we don't get the bid. Does it count as one of his fights under Eddie? I don't know, bro. That's another great question. I don't know. What would be diabolical is if they don't even bid. That's what would be crazy. Boy, you understand the betrayal? Remember how Devin felt when Eddie didn't bid on his shit? Eddie is known for either not bidding at all. That nigga be losing in purse bids. This nigga Jerron Boots Ennis was about to have to go to Germany. That's who you put your hands in your career in the hands of. Jerron Boots Ennis was about to have to go to Germany. He said, nigga, how did you lose this, Eddie? Devin felt betrayed by Eddie. This is who y'all be fucking with, though. Best promoter in boxing. All right. 317 likes. I just need 8 more people to hit the like button so I can drop the link, man. I'm waiting on y'all, bro. I got the open panel shit down there. I know the Shakur fans simmering in there a bit. Probably scared to hit the link tonight, though. This is not your night. This is not your night, bro. Pearl Infinity, what up? 324, we just need one more real quick. Somebody hit that like button one time so we can get this shit going, man. Nobody wanted to smoke with the debate today, so we good. We'll just have an open panel, man. 327. All right, bet. All right, man. All right. There it is. There it be, bro. There it be. Fellas, what's up?
What up, KO?
What's good? What's good, bro? What you got for the show, man?
Nah, bro, I had a little faith for Shakur earlier, man. I was thinking outside the box a little bit, but shit, if you pretty much hit it on the head, I ain't got no comeback. Only person I feel like can really say that shit, save him right now is Eddie Hearn. But that's if Eddie Hearn go against what Turki saying, I don't really see him doing that. So yeah, he in a fucked up position.
Terrence, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
what's up?
What you got for the show, man?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of speculation, and y'all just forget Shakur is an Olympian and a fighter that a lot of people want to see him fight. So you promised the man the money, you gotta deliver, bro, or he might not fight. Either way, he'll be fine.
No, he won't, because now the fight's ordered. So if he don't fight Zepeda and come to an agreement to fight him or fight based off the purse bid, he's gonna get stripped.
Yeah, so even if he gets stripped, this is Shakur. Don't matter.
No,
He can get a belt. He'll get another belt.
Shit.
You can't hold down a good fighter, bro.
Okay.
All right. So he'll be stripped and he'll still have one fight left on his deal. Then what?
He'll work his way back some type of way. I mean, first of all, like I said,
you
he's
cooked out,
undefeated. He's undefeated. There's no way that there's not going to be any market for Shakur Stevenson.
But Terrence, what leverage would he
If there's market for Shakur Stevenson, tell Turki that, bro.
And what leverage would he have without that belt?
His
If
name.
If he don't have that
See,
belt,
y'all acting like that he don't have no name.
Okay.
I'm not acting like he don't have no name. Turki acting like he don't have no name.
Listen, this is the same Turki that I've been consistently saying was not going to change the face of boxing or nothing. So to me, Turki, I've been consistently saying that I wanted him. Hey, let's enjoy these fights that he's giving us, and that's it. He's nothing. Just like you are saying, Turki in another 4 years from now, we're not even gonna know who Turki is.
Terrence, you lying?
No, I'm not lying. You could go back to every live that we've been on, and I've consistently said
your
Turki.
argument is you just have faith in Shakur.
Yeah, yes. I have faith in the market because there's a market for Shakur, whether Turki pays him or not. There's a market, and he'll be back.
So there's a market for him. You think there's gonna be a lot of people bidding on this fight if you go to purse bid?
Even if I don't know, like if Turki blocks it, that's fine. But he'll be. I'm saying either way, even if he loses this belt, there's Turki at some point will dissipate and won't be blocking fights when he does this TK. And trust me, Shakur will get back in these promoters when Turki money is gone. They're gonna have to use their own money, and I guarantee you, at that point, Shakur will be back. They're gonna have to.
Shakur about to be.
They're gonna have to eventually. Y'all think Turki gonna keep funding these fights? And then and when he's not funding the fights, who cares about Turki anymore?
He got
like
I know one fight he's not gonna be funding. Shakur versus Zepeda.
we don't know. We don't know how long.
And if you're saying,
let me catch a super chat, bro. Let me catch a super chat, fam. Shout out to Todd Draper with the 10 piece in the super chat. She said, Terrence, you are not being realistic. He's a champion fighting on 2 undercards face it, the boy isn't a star and needs to take opportunities as they come. He is in no position to call shots. All facts.
Exactly.
All,
Shakur gonna be an
facts.
undercard fighter. I think he's gonna be stuck as the co-main.
Yeah, and I didn't defend Shakur turning down the fight. I said on 2 Cents a show the other day, it seems like he's ducking and using money as an excuse. Then I found out this morning, New Zealand time, that about the 500K rumor. If that's true, then maybe there's something to it. Maybe we've seen with this Benavidez Bivol fight, which Turki killed. Turki killed the Benavidez Bivol fight. Maybe he is offering real low money to Shakur, but we don't know that for certain. But yeah, it does seem like Shakur is not prepared to fight unless he's getting paid the absolute max. And if he pulls out of the purse bid, then there's no doubt this is a duck. Right now, I think it's a little bit unsure, but yeah, we don't know what he was offered in the end.
Shout out to
think
Drink More Water
Shakur.
with the 5 piece in the super chat says emotional damage. Tell Buddy stop deflecting. We got my dog Rich up here. Rich, what's going on with your boy Rich? What's up, man? What's happening, bro? What you got?
I agree with everything. I really think it's I don't think Matchroom the problem though. I think Shakur the problem. Cause I feel like if a nigga give you $3 or $4 million for a fight that you didn't even deserve it for real, you don't deserve that much money fighting Padley. And then he offer you a little bit less than that. You should be in your mind. You should be like, man, he did look out for me on the first fight. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
so I feel like
Rich, is that you?
Huh?
Rich,
Is that you?
Yeah. I'm still riding with Shakur though. But I'm
Rich, welcome to the right side, bro.
No, I think
That's
it's
it.
I don't think it's Matchroom or none of the though. I think it's Shakur. He should look at it like that though, man. Like, man, you looked out for me the first fight, so this time around, I'm gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you conduct good business for real. So that's how I look at it.
Shakur just following the wrong game plan, man. He following behind his big brother Bud, bad business Bud. And that's what he's doing. He's making all the wrong decisions. And that's what's fucking him over, and he's not getting the fights that he wants. Or that he claimed he wants.
Well, the question
is
bad business, Bud. I think Bud makes pretty good business. What bad business decisions did he make?
No.
Which one?
He need to cut his ass out behind the scenes.
The problem is when Shakur signed with Eddie Hearn, the only top fighter for him to fight was Zepeda, because nobody was talking about the Schofield fight. Now Schofield's dipped out. Zepeda is the only big fight for him, and with this, if PBC are teaming up with Top Rank, then they're going to build towards Tank fighting Keyshawn Davis. So Shakur literally, like, if he's serious about turning down this fight and sitting out waiting for a unification, there is no unification for a while because all the guys are on another platform. So we'll wait and see if this fight goes to purse bids and he does turn it down, then it's lunacy. But that hasn't happened yet. But it's just there's no other big fight for him.
Nope. And if he's holding out for the Gervonta Davis fight, I heard Coach Kenny on motherfucking what you call it, Mill City channel saying he might have missed the boat on that. That fight might not happen.
Shit.
He said he don't even want to see the shit no more, really.
He probably gonna get less than that fight. Cause they gonna look at your last numbers.
Yeah.
Less than 500,000. Really?
But hey, man, Shakur just made them sell what on that other fight, 300 and how many thousand worldwide tickets? He took credit for that.
Again, somebody tell Turki he the reason they sold that shit. Like all them narratives come crashing down when niggas say stupid shit. The nigga that put on the event is not treating that nigga like he sold them pay-per-view.
Exactly.
This is starting to look like the Gary Russell situation all over again, where wasn't Russell his mandatory and Shakur never showed interest in that fight, even though he said the other champions ducked him.
He was never called as the mandatory. When Gary Russell and Shakur were in the same division, Gary Russell was the champion.
Shit. I need this.
Did you see what Rick Glazier had said?
He called that man an ingrate.
Yeah, bro. I was
Hey,
like,
yo.
bro, when I
That
just,
shit
I
Oh,
was
crazy.
y'all happy now
Hey,
with
KO,
Ricky,
is
huh?
that true?
Yeah,
Y'all
Hey,
happy
hey,
That
now
shit
with
mad.
Ricky.
That shit
hey,
mad. That shit
KO.
mad disrespect. You see how mad disrespect. You see how he was riding Shakur Stevenson'S nuts as long as Shakur was sucking off Turkey.
yep.
A
Now
bird.
Shakur get into it with Turkey. Now he's an ingrate and shit. He just
That's
auditioned
Hey,
for a
yo.
job. That nigga just want a job at Ring Magazine, bro.
yeah.
Nah, hey, KO. I heard he had it. I
Mad
heard he had the
disrespect.
job at Ring Magazine.
Say what?
I said I heard he had the job at Ring Magazine. I was over on
Oh,
Fanon International channel,
that begs
and
to
Fanon said that
and
shit.
you can tell he was doing it to try to impress Turkey because he added Turkey when he said that. She said at Turkey Alalshikh. You see this ingrate? You see him like that's how he do, bro. That's how he do
Yeah.
that. He a snake, bro. It just people don't be wanting to see that shit until their favorite fighter is the one in the crosshairs and
But
shit.
then they always want to quote what the fuck he said and use his talking points. Like that shit is crazy.
Word. Shit.
Shout out to my dog Emmanuel Carter with the 5-piece and Super J says, KO, what you think about Abdullah Mason versus the guy who called out Yadier Herrera? Abdullah Mason cooks. And I'll take the fight. Shit, I love to see that fight. I want to see Abdullah versus him. I want to see Abdullah versus Floyd Schofield. I want to see him fight Emiliano Vargas. I want to see him get the Keyshawn fight. Yeah, I got Abdullah Mason whooping all them motherfuckers, man.
So KO, I got a question.
What up?
So
Yeah.
if so say for instance if Shakur do drop that belt, will they elevate William Zepeda?
Yeah, he'll get elevated. Then him and Tank are fighting the unification.
Oh, that's some dirty
Oh,
ass.
word.
They
Well,
running the
well,
play,
Pate.
bro. Like you
That
can
ain't
tell
gonna
them
happen.
motherfuckers running the play.
That's why he's the WBC
Yeah.
interim, man.
That's some
Yeah,
dirty
Pate.
Ain't
shit, bro.
Zepeda Tank number one? Ain't he number one now?
Yeah.
Zepeda?
Yeah, he's number one now, but
Yeah.
Pate, the WBC always
Y'all gotta
play the
understand, bro, and this is what I said before I had y'all up here. I'll let you go fight sports talk, but hold on. Y'all gotta understand, bro. It's like I told y'all before I got up here. You put yourself in a position, you're just a cost, bro. You're not bringing any fans to the table. We can't sell no pay-per-views with you. You just cost us money every time we put on a fight for you. We have no motivation to negotiate with you when we know a purse bid is coming up. We can all come together to drive the price down on you because we know the key players that will bid on your fight. And two of us, we are beholden to Turkey in other areas. We're not finna betray him because of you.
That's
Hey,
some
so
Like,
you,
like,
hey,
like
KO.
Turkey. Like if I'm Oscar De La Hoya, nigga, Turkey is getting me this Ryan Garcia money. I'm gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing. He getting
that
me
nigga.
this Jose Ramirez
Yeah,
money. He getting me this Arnold Barboza money. If I'm Eddie Hearn, Turkey getting me this Dimitri Bivol money. Look at all the Anthony Joshua
Shit.
bags that got me. Nigga, I'm
You
not
don't
look
yeah,
at
think
that
look, look
money.
at all these bags. Nigga, I'm not going against him for you, Shakur. You got one fight left
I
on your
agree,
deal.
you
but
don't
yeah,
that
Them niggas
think
money
gonna
hey,
running
hey,
fuck
you
out
don't
though.
up.
That money
And
gonna be gone
they gonna
soon.
fuck that boy, man.
But if
you
that
That
don't think
money
money gonna
goes,
be
then who
gone
gonna pay him
soon.
then, Terrence?
The only
yeah,
thing
but
That
he can
turkey
do
money gonna be
Only
gone
thing he
soon.
can do is take
But then
that
who
fight
gonna pay him?
and whoop that boy ass so bad that can't nobody say shit.
you don't
Yeah,
think
that's
yeah,
that
Nah,
The
he
fight
only
to
don't
do
need.
thing
the
He
you don't
don't
problem
think
need
that
to
the
fight
take
to
you
do
that
problem
know
with
he
fight.
ain't
Shakur
gonna
is
do that because
Hey,
that nigga hands ain't that good.
Shakur is only 25. He's
nah, he
fine.
yeah
first
the
of all,
27.
that nigga's 27, about to be 28.
yeah,
That's the first thing.
So to,
Hey,
but also
Knockout,
the
you don't think that fight to do some numbers though? Him and Zepeda
No,
for
no,
Hell
in
no.
Mexico.
it'll
Hell no.
man.
That's
Cepeda's a
why.
Shakur in
bum, bro.
Mexico against the pay the nigga, the ring
Nah.
gonna
I'm
be the
saying
size
like
of the ring
outside
gonna
of
Cepeda's
be
a
the
LA,
size of
bum,
these
LA
bro.
boxes up
somewhere,
here that
San
we in.
Diego,
Nigga.
LA.
That's
That's
why
a
they want to do it
that's an
because
undercard
they
point. That's an
know
undercard fight
yeah
at this point.
Cepeda's a bum. They selling him.
it'll do
You
okay
know,
numbers, but it's not going to do like gangbusters or anything. But
Numbers
Pate, I
like
was
what?
real
Y'all talking like pay-per-view numbers?
I think it's gonna do some
nah.
numbers if
Man,
Shit,
Shakur
no.
that's an
promote that
automatic
shit right.
flop if they put
That
that shit
shit
on
might
it'll
do some
do
pay-per-view.
numbers.
Nah.
Yeah,
it'll
the
do
flop
better
because
numbers
Cepeda
than
suck.
it'll do
Nah.
better numbers than Shakur versus De Los Santos. But that's it's not saying much. But
Shakur
if
De Los
the
Santos was on free ESPN, bro.
On a
Wasn't even
Thursday.
on.
yeah, well
But
if they put this on the zone pay per view,
De
then
La Santos ain't Mexico and Zepeda Mexico, and they got a lot of fans thinking that he could beat Shakur.
That nigga ain't
Bro,
got
I
no
don't know,
the
fans
Rich.
people,
like that.
the
Rich
people at
ain't
the
a big
zone,
fight.
people at the zone know more than us, bro. If they feel like it would do numbers, this shit would not be about to head to a purse bid, bro.
That's the
It
thing.
Like
ain't
y'all,
that.
like we can speculate and have our
But
opinions, and
that's
I'm pretty
Cepeda's
educated.
fault, though.
I be proving right a lot, but at the end of the day, the people that actually paying the money, like nigga, fuck it, this is what we can pay. If you don't want it, nigga, good luck.
They're gonna get that belt
So,
up on them.
but they taking a risk because Tank got to win, bro.
I bet you Oscar bitch ass. I swear.
Nope, he dipped out. It went out on him. Y'all go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
And I said they taking a risk if they're trying to get Zepeda Tank because Tank got to win his fight. That ain't a guarantee.
It ain't a guarantee, but guess
Nah, it
what?
ain't a guarantee.
The fix ain't in. The fix ain't in for him. The fix ain't in for him. The fix is not in for that nigga.
I bet you that.
And Tank fought down, bro. Tank probably had his worst night in boxing that he's gonna have in terms of his own personal performance. So it's gonna take a lot to beat that monster, bro. Because when that nigga's on, somebody like motherfucking Lamont Roach, if he have that bad of a night and he can fight that good against Lamont Roach, when that nigga turned all the way up and all the way dialed in, that nigga's a problem, bro. That nigga's a problem. And he already almost 7-5 Lamont Roach on one of his worst nights ever. And the adjustment is simple for that nigga. I don't know why niggas don't see it. The adjustment is simple for that nigga. Just make Lamont Roach move. That nigga can't fight on the move.
I saw that. That's
Personally, I think Tank gonna
my
sweep
third
Lamont
time
in
I
this
saw that.
rematch.
Watching
I gotta hear what Kamal got to say. Let me catch a super chat, then let me go to my dog Kamal. Shout out to Todd Drayford with the 5-piece in super chat. If Shakur doesn't play this right, his next fight will be on Facebook Live.
See, Ty, you need to stop, Ty. You need to stop that.
Yo, they say that time reveals all truth.
Oh my
boy.
God.
And we
boy.
know that the truth was revealed. So I came to hear from the Shakur Twitterson fans who condemned Frank Martin for rejecting a poison pill contract from Top Rank and Bob Arum, from going back on their word on what they were promised to Frank Martin as far as how much he was going to make. I came to see if they had the same standard for their boy, Shakur Twitterson, as they do for Frank Martin. And I want
Good
to know,
shit,
I'm
Kamal.
just now tuning in. I want to know, is it true that Frank Martin rejected a poison pill contract and Shakur was lied to? Or are you trying to distinguish between the two? And are you hypocrites and delusional like your boy Shakur Twitterson, who conflates his market value with the skill and popularity?
Well, Terrence.
Crickets. I hear crickets.
Terrence.
Good shit, Kamal. Word up.
Terrence.
His mute button don't work no more. Come on,
Terrence.
Terrence, fight back, bro.
Rich. What you got on that, Rich? What's your response?
I ain't got nothing to say, man. I'm not about to argue with this guy.
Thomas Hill.
That's that drop the mic shit right there.
Yo, that's a nasty word.
I'm not gonna argue.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so, boy.
Yeah, with the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, man.
Terrence, you there, bro?
Terrence done left. Terrence.
I took his soul.
Terrence stay on mute this long.
I took his soul, KO, because he knows I exposed him as a hypocrite. You either have one standard or you don't. Just like all these Turkey boys. Just like all these guys who were telling me Turkey's the second coming of Christ. And he's now making Bivol drop his belt, and we're not getting Benavidez and Bivol, which is a great
that's
fight.
wild. That's crazy, man.
All these dudes who told me that Turkey had this unlimited amount of money. That Tank
there you go. There you go. Hold on,
okay,
come
now
on,
he's working. Okay, let's hear it.
Come on, first of all, your first thing. How did he lie? What did Shakur? I thought your boy said, "Oh, I need a little oomph." So if they promised him a little oomph, why he ain't say that? So that's the first lie right there, bro. You're not even telling the truth. This man ducked out of the fight, and like normal, y'all blame Shakur for everything. This guy clearly ducked out of the fight, and now you're blaming Shakur. What did Shakur have to do with him ducking out of the fight, bro? Why he ain't just fight him? And don't tell me. And by the way, he could have fought Shakur and still fought Tank. You know why he ain't want to fight Shakur? Because he know he would have lost. That's why he didn't want to fight Shakur. So
that's crazy. Why would he not want to fight Shakur? I don't understand. Why would he not want to fight Shakur and then go fight Tank? Tank is a much harder fight.
Because he would have lost. Money. because he would have lost and his value would have
Bro,
went down.
Shakur ass was being greedy. He didn't want to give up that
No.
money.
His value
Oh,
down
okay,
already.
but paid. But what? Okay, if that's the case, why my man that was going to fight Boots? Why you ain't say the same thing about him? He
So
wanted
you're
a little
lying,
oomph.
Terrence. You're
He
lying.
wanted a little
You can't
oomph.
have it
And
both
y'all,
ways.
no,
You
y'all
can't have it both
both
ways. If
ways.
someone
No,
was
y'all can't
promised a
have
certain
it.
amount of money and then they didn't get what they were promised, then they pull out of the fight, then they're a
What was
duck,
he
according to
promised?
you. But then with
Okay,
Shakur doing
come
the
on, what
same
was he
thing,
promised?
when it's Shakur doing the same thing, you blame the other side because you're
Come
a man
on.
fan.
No, come on, I'm asking you,
Man.
what
You're a
was
man fan, not a
Frank
boxing
promised?
fan.
I
Come
don't know
on,
the
what was?
exact number. I don't know the exact number
Okay, yeah,
that Frank was promised, but
okay,
they did discuss something. They did have a discussion about pay.
Yeah.
Frank
yeah.
felt he wasn't getting paid enough.
He said he wanted a little more money. Okay, but they
And
didn't.
Shakur ass didn't want to give that shit up.
Shakur don't pull money out of his pocket and give it to Frank.
Man,
If the management team
he
don't want
honest.
to pay him that, once they
Bro,
make an offer, that's it. What the
no,
hell is
bro. Terrence,
Shakur
stop, bro.
supposed to do about that?
Stop, because he could have gave
Shakur
So
Frank
don't pull no money out of his pocket.
allegedly, they agreed. They had an agreement on one number, but that's not the number that he received.
When did he say that though? When did Frank say
He
that?
He
did,
says
Anybody
that
bro.
got?
repeatedly. You
Frank,
know this, Terrence.
like,
You've been lying about this for months. You and I have been debating about
No,
this.
that is not true,
That
Kamal.
is facts.
I
You
heard
are
when
spinning because your
bro,
boys
Frank
are
Frank
was on the Queen.
said
hypocrite.
He was on the late.
Frank
Who
said
was
I
it? The Lady
wanted a
Queens of
little
Boxing.
oomph.
Y'all hold up. Let me catch the
Kamal
super
his
chat. Let me
ass.
catch the super chat, and y'all can get back to it, bro. Shout out to Smooth Criminal with the 2-piece. No business
Y'all,
super chat. Damn time. Facebook Live. Yeah, she said Facebook Live on that boy. We got Victor with the 5-piece in the super chat. My dog Victor say, yes, it is, Terrence. Tank coming with that guaranteed Tank fight 100. He say he guarantee that shit. We got Brashton McClendon, 10-piece. No biscuit in super chat. They say Oscar has asked the WBC for a 55-45 split. LOL.
Damn.
Shakur said, F the money. He wants to fight. My only question is, if it's F the money, why he passed on Tank? He really ducked Tank.
oh, here's this fake narrative
He
again. Let
did.
it
He
go.
absolutely did because he's been hanging around Terrence Twitter fingers Craw for too long, and he thought that Tank was going to be like Errol Spence and give away the
Yep.
farm, and Tank said, "No, I ain't doing that." You know, if you really
Yep.
were like that, if you told me you're all about legacy and this and that, why did you run away from the Devin Haney fight? Okay, it was about money then. Okay, now you're arguing about money with Zepeda. You're arguing about more than one fight.
What
You know
did his
what
daddy say
Mayweather
about
did
that?
when Mayweather was
It's
the B
always been
side?
about
What
money.
did daddy say about that?
Hey, bro. Terrence,
Come
bro. He
on,
talking
what did
about
his
this
daddy
about
say
one
about
Proved
that
to
fight,
De
fight?
La
right?
Hoya. He took the B side to De La Hoya, beat De La Hoya. He became the man. Now
Right there.
everybody wants to yell at Tank and criticize Tank when their guys are proven to be hypocrites. Whether it's Haiti dropping and ducking his belt to duck Sandor Martin in the mandatory, or Shakur lying about saying he no more cherry picking, no more ducking, no more chasing bags. It's about legacy, and we find out he ain't built like that, as my man KO says.
Well,
That is true.
Shakur has consistently said that's not the truth, and none of y'all produced the contract. So, as far as I'm concerned, he never was offered anything by the Tinks team.
Let me catch this
All my
super
man
chat,
said,
man.
Well,
Hold on,
guess
Terrence.
what?
I'm gonna
It's
let
too late, yo.
hold on,
He Shakur.
I'm gonna let Terrence finish it. Let me catch the super chat. We got 2 cents boxing with that 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She said, Shakur fans, quiet. And I see my dog Dale right side in the middle. What's up, right side? Salute, bro. All right, go ahead, Terrence. We listening. I'm letting y'all do y'all thing. Go ahead.
yeah, I tell him, first of all, there was no, Shakur said he never received the contract. And until y'all show me where he received the contract of a fight, that's just that's another lie that y'all just keep
He did
narrative
have
that
an
Don't,
y'all
but don't
just
they
keep
gotta
bringing
have
up.
verbal? Don't they gotta come up with a verbal? Come to a verbal agreement first
offer. Yeah,
before
before
contracts get sent.
contracts is the last thing
Okay,
that's sent.
okay. So what?
So if they
So
never
why didn't
made
they
it
offer
past
him
the
a
verbal
verbal? What was the
stage,
verb? Well, what the verbal? What did they agree? What did they offer him verbally? Then I'm
Shakat
asking
already
you.
said that he wanted a
they
multi-fight deal. He
We did not.
walked
When did he
away
say
from
that?
Top Rank, who had all the
Come
smoke in
on,
that division. They offered him
play
$3
the
million.
video.
They had all
Show
the
the
fights
evidence of
there.
that.
And then
Steven
Stop it.
Espinosa on
Steven
camera saying it.
Espinosa
No,
said
he
that he was
didn't.
not
No, he
willing for a
didn't.
2-fight deal.
Terrence,
Oh,
Oh,
No, he
wow.
wow.
Oh, Terrence,
didn't.
you're capped. You've been
No,
exposed.
he did
Terrence,
not.
that's why he went to Matchroom and got
All right.
multiple
He said there
fights,
were
bro.
preliminary talks. What does that mean? What's
Why do
that
you,
mean?
bro? He wanted multiple fights.
Oh,
What
did
do
he?
you hear
Sure,
yourself?
but I'm saying Shakur never said that. That's a
Nigga,
lie, bro.
his actions showed it. What are you talking
No,
about?
he never said that, bro. He never said he wanted a multiple deal.
Nigga,
That
why
is
you
just a
thinking that?
Did,
cap.
man.
That's
That's
You're
false.
lying.
cap.
You're full of shit, man.
That's
You
What are
are
you
full
cap.
of
talking
shit
about?
because your guy was
No, y'all don't have
exposed.
no
He was
proof.
exposed as
What
the
proof?
emperor without any
What
clothes,
proof?
just like
Come on,
Turkey.
what
Those
proof?
people who told me that Turkey was only about the
You
best
have all
fights.
these
Me,
great
Turkey,
sayings,
you
come on,
told
but
me
no
Turkey
evidence.
Well,
had $1
look.
trillion, and you told me that Turkey only cared about making the best fights. Then you got David Benavidez flying out of Saudi Arabia real quick. Turkey saying he's not going to work with Tszyu and David Benavidez, and he's got Bivol dropping his motherfucking.
Oh, damn. Y'all let me get a super chat real quick. Shout out to
Bottom
Ty
line,
Draper.
Shakur might not box no more.
Ty
Shit.
Draper with the 5-piece. No business super chat. She said, Shakur also said he sent Devin the contract. Lie detector test determined that was a lie. Let me get
And
the
he
super
told the
chat.
truth about that, didn't he? And he
Let me get
told you the
2 cents
truth that he
boxing
was
here real quick.
capping.
Yeah, hold up. Let me get the sister 2 cents boxing in the building. 2 cents. What's your 2 cents on this situation? What you got for the people?
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Let me get my two
What up?
cents
What
real
up?
quick on the
What up,
situation, right?
2 cents?
This is what I'm gonna say because it's like a bunch of different perspectives and things I see, going on with this situation. But I'm gonna say this, right? We can feel however we want to feel, right, about Shakur's market value and how he don't sell tickets and it's inflated and all of that other stuff, right? Cool. Now, at the same time, if Shakur and Turkey sat down and discussed something, I think Turkey needs to pay him that. And let me tell you why. At what point is Turkey worried about somebody's value? Somebody got to mute. They washing dishes or something. At what point is Turkey worried about somebody bringing in revenue? At what point has any of those things, as far as we know, because somebody tried to tell me today, oh, well, behind the scenes, the fight has been complaining. I don't want to hear that. Nobody been saying that this whole time. This whole time, Turkey got the bag. You get a payday. You get a payday. You get a payday like he Oprah Winfrey. So now all of a sudden, when it comes to Shakur, you want to lowball him? I don't
Nah,
think that's
see,
right. I don't think,
two cents.
regardless, no, hold on, let me say this. Regardless of, oh, he ain't do this, he ain't do that. Like, when has that ever mattered? When has that ever came up concerning Turkey and the fighters' pay? It's never came up. I don't care if he got to pay for the Canelo Crawford fight. That wasn't the issue when we made this agreement. I don't care if you got the TKO league. That wasn't the issue when we made this agreement. So why is this coming up now? And I'm only saying that because if it's never been an issue before, as far as we know, with no other fighter, then why is it an issue now when it comes to Shakur? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. So either it's really an issue in Turkey bullshitting, or somebody is making up an excuse not to do something. Because I think it's strange for you to all of a sudden be getting lowball by Turkey, who ain't lowball nobody else. Like, why are you doing that? So I'm having an issue right now with what's going on with the young Black American fighters over there fooling with Turkey. That's my 2 cents about the situation.
Shout
Tell
out
him
to
two cents.
All right.
I'll let y'all
So,
respond to it. Hold on. But shout out to my dog Brashley McClendon with the 5-piece no biscuit and super chat. He say it's called preliminary talks. If they can't get past prelim talks, there's no contract. Prelim talks is where they discuss what's going into a contract. All facts. Shout out to my dog Chris being a member for 2 straight months. He says Terrence is out of order. The right side voice. Shout out to the truth with the 10-piece. No biscuit. In the super chat, it says need to get blue blood cap and ad on here. Um, I've debated blue blood and he said he was coming over here. So
can't stand that
still wait,
dude, man.
still waiting on
That
that to happen.
dude, his name is National Enquirer Sports
Nah,
TV. That
y'all,
dude is full of it.
yeah, y'all
Hey, he,
let him let him live. Let him live. Right side. I see you in the building. Oh, he left. All right, y'all heard what 2 cents had to say. Anybody want to respond to it?
She's 100%
I
right.
do.
She's
Yeah, she's
100%
right.
right.
I do.
Because and she has. This is why
Let me go
I
after they
fuck with two
respond.
cents. I fuck with 2 cents, and I'll end it here. Is because she has one standard for everybody. She said the same thing about Frank Martin when Shakur and Top Rank sent him a poison pill contract with a different offer than what they told him. And now she has the same standard for Shakur. And so this is the only thing I'll make correction I'll make is 2 cents. This isn't the first time that we're hearing that there's trouble in paradise. We heard about Carlos Adames not being paid. We've heard about people not being paid on time. We've heard about the runaround that Carlos Adames was denied his flight to go to Saudi Arabia to make him uncomfortable going in that Hamza Shiraz fight. And we heard about guys getting paid in cryptocurrency and on the Forex exchange market. So this is not the first time we've heard about trouble in paradise with Turki. I will say that. But again, 2 Cents has had the same standard from the beginning. She had it with Frank Martin when it came to.
He went out again. Y'all go ahead.
Nah,
I
I
just wanted
agree.
to say, I
I
just wanted to
agree
say,
with everything 2 Cents said. But at the same time, that purse that Shakur received, that was for him to fight Floyd Schofield, not Josh Padley. So now they had to renegotiate. He got a big bag for Floyd Schofield. That was a tougher fight. He's supposed to pay him the same thing to fight Padley. I don't see it. That's the only thing I gotta say about it. It was for a different fight.
But if he has a contract to fight, how can they change the contract at the last minute and pay him less?
They didn't have a contract. So this is what happened. Hold on. I ain't want to chew on y'all ear. I'm eating, so excuse me. I'm hungry as hell, but I'm doing it on mute because I don't want to be rude to the chat or to y'all. But what I'll say about it is this, bro. Like, I think 2 Cents brought up a lot of interesting points, but I disagree because two things. Today's price is not yesterday's price, number one. But number two, and most importantly, you alluded to it, Enigma, and that is I already paid you the same purse that for Padley that I was supposed to pay you for Schofield. I already looked out for you. I didn't have to do that. I could have took you all the way off the card. So I'm overpaying you for a fight that was supposed to be like this big fight, 50-50 fight. It's the fight that's the most competitive fight on the card, the one everybody was looking forward to. I overpaid you already to fight an electrician on 4 days' notice. So now we coming to the Zepeda fight. Today's price ain't yesterday's price. Plus, I got a lot of other business going on. I got my TKO shit that I just got started. That shit hadn't been started when I promised you that number. I just signed Canelo, right? I didn't have Canelo when I promised you that number. I got the Fatal Fury card done. I ain't had that shit done when I gave you that number. So now I got all these other costs. With all these other cards is getting announced, I'm still willing to put on the fight. But hey, bro, I know I told you this, but shit, here's what I can pay. People change their mind all the time when they the ones putting up the money. So I ain't got no problem with him changing money on Shakur. If Shakur can change his money and change his mind with his friends and go behind people back and do all this shit, man, then people can change their mind on him too. That's just part of the game. I don't think Turkey's wrong for that. I don't think Turkey's wrong for that at all.
Oh, so that's the new standard.
You already spoke on this though, KO. Remember when you said what's going on with Turkey and the Prince pulling that money back from that PIF fund? You can't get to that no more. So is money a little bit low?
Yeah.
all I wanted to say is,
I mean,
what
am
the
I right? What's going on?
No, that's what I said, bro. But Joseph, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
all I wanted to say is, everything went crashing down after the 25%. Also, what the hell did he sign a $4 million fight deal, a fight with Eddie if Eddie not gonna put up the money? Like, what is he doing? Like, why is he not making him do his job? Like, it's just going all bad for Shakur. And I wanted to say, y'all can't be bringing up a liar like the Showtime nigga. Like, the nigga said Showtime wasn't shutting down, and then that motherfucker shut down 3 months later. Like, I'm not finna believe no liar. So
Oh
all
wow.
he say is null and void.
Yet you believe
Thank you.
everything Bill Haney
Thank
says.
you.
Bill don't
Thank you.
lie.
You do
Bill
realize that
don't lie.
companies have
Yeah, whatever.
they have
Whatever.
non-disclosure
Oh
clauses.
boy, here
They
this
do have
come on.
non-disclosure
Whatever.
clauses. He may
That
have
nigga
been under
lied to our
contract
face.
not to say that.
He lied to
Period.
our face.
Period. He may have been under contract not to say that.
So
And
is
that
he under
preliminary
contract to
It's
talk,
lie
like
on
y'all be
Shakur
coming
now?
up here. Y'all be coming up here with the most pettiest stuff. It's like the nigga said he had cereal for breakfast and he ate
I did
waffles.
not
I ain't
say that.
believing no liar.
Just
I'm
because you don't
like,
like the point,
the man,
don't
the
mean you got
man
to
cannot.
exaggerate.
Obviously, he can't tell you about what's going on within a
Come
company.
on,
Guys,
Exactly.
man.
like guys,
There's
like it's
So is
not
he
even
insider
lying
on.
now,
trading
Two
and all
Come
Cent?
that
on.
other stuff that has stock market implications and
Is
No.
he
everything.
lying now? I'm asking y'all,
Absolutely.
is he lying now or is he lying now about Shakur?
Not.
So how y'all know he telling the truth?
Yeah,
This is what
I
this is
believe
the
that nigga
problem I have
lying.
with
Is
Shakur.
he
This is the
lying on
problem I
That
have with
nigga a
Shakur?
lie.
Shakur. He always has a problem when somebody has power. He doesn't want to rematch Dylan Santos. He didn't want to fight Tito Mercado. He said nobody's interested in that fight. He didn't want to fight the Cuban knockout artist, but he's okay fighting a plumber, and he's okay fighting who's that guy who got knocked out before? And the other
Joe
that British
Cordini.
Cordina. He was okay with fighting Cordina. The guy has a history of capping. The guy has a history of overinflating his value. The guy has a history of engaging in bad faith negotiations, whether it be with his friend Jamel Herring, whether it be recording Bill Haney, who did favors for him. And now Tank told you guys years ago that Shakap Twitterson was a fraud. He said this guy was coming in my fights asking for selfies, asking for my autographs. And now I find out he's talking trash about me behind my back. This
Is
guy
that a
has no
fraud or just a
Oh,
integrity.
he
He
wants
bad
to
doesn't have
threat?
fight him.
integrity.
That's not a fraud. That's just
I'm
a bad
sorry,
threat.
Kamal.
All right,
He
hold
wants
on.
to fight him. Oh, that
Y'all
hoe.
hating
I'm
on that.
sorry.
Everybody hold on a second. So Bill Haney is one of the biggest liars in boxing. So I don't know why you would say he
Come
don't
on
lie.
now.
You
Come
out
on
here
now.
compromised. You out
I'll
here
never agree
compromised.
with you on that. I'll never
That's
agree with
okay.
you on that.
That's okay. Go tell him to take his tweet down where he lied on me.
How can you disagree with that?
How can you disagree with him being a liar when he lies all the time? So that's number one. Number two, can somebody where's the proof that Steven Espinoza knew that Showtime was going out of business?
See,
How
come
he don't
on,
know when he a
knockout.
high exec?
You know who don't know, who don't know that somebody going out of business? The motherfucker that's getting fired, bro. When you getting fired, you the last nigga to know. You niggas ever worked in the Fortune 100 job? Higher up
Nah,
job?
they don't know.
Clearly not. When you getting fired and the company is about to get rid of some shit, that company is gonna allow you to keep you doing good work until they get ready to fire your ass, bro.
So
I've
he
told you
wasn't
before,
reading the
I don't know why
newspapers and stuff.
I
It
don't know why
sound
you
good.
keep coming up here saying the same shit over and over again. I have to keep
So he didn't read the
repeating
It sound
myself.
newspapers.
good, but they were saying
There's
that for
no
a
Shit,
proof.
whole
we
There's
knew
year.
he
no
was
proof that
getting fired.
They were saying
there's no
it was
proof
And he
that
saying that
nigga.
didn't
for a
know?
whole year
And you know
that it
how
was
you
gonna
you
get
know how
shut
you
down.
know you know how
It
you
sound
know
good.
you know how you know the nigga didn't know because he didn't already have another job lined up.
How? He had that PBC John lined up. He got that
No, he
motherfucker
didn't.
hella quick.
No, he
Yeah, he
didn't. That's
had that
fake. That's
No, he
PBC
false.
didn't.
job locked up.
No, he didn't.
Shit.
It sound
He
good.
No,
was
he
pretty
didn't.
much a PBC talking.
No,
No,
because
he
he
did
was
not.
talking about retiring. So y'all stop it.
No, he did
See,
not.
He
see,
was
see.
talking
This is the
about
Come
problem,
retiring.
on.
Ko.
What are
This
you
is
talking
the
He
about?
was
You
bias
said
he
with
you
the
was
talking about
I've
PBC and
he
never
Top
was
heard him
Rank.
say he
practically
was
no,
he was
you said
retiring.
why you
practically
PBC
talking
didn't
about
say the
already
same
retiring?
being
thing about
paid by the
Peter
You
Nelson at
come
PBC.
up, you
HBO.
come up
They
to
didn't
my
say the same
platform,
thing
right?
about Peter
And you'll
Nelson
say
not
that Bill
broadcasting
Haney is
that.
not a liar when he clearly a liar, and then you'll say Steven Espinoza was lying when this nigga got fired. If you ever worked before, you'll know that when you getting fired, nigga, they don't tell you what's going on first. Like,
No,
hey,
y'all
we
just
about to
don't
let
But
like
your
him.
knockout, he
That's
didn't
why
read the
y'all
we
don't
about to let
like
your
him. That's
newspapers.
whole
not my
we
fault.
about
Y'all
to
don't
let
like
your
him.
whole
Knockout,
department
That's
go.
not my fault.
he
You
didn't
think
read the
Steven
newspapers.
Espinoza is gonna be making all these big
He
fights,
didn't
spending all this budget that they going out of business and trying to make
People
all the
made
he don't
hella
know this shit.
articles that Showtime
he
was
didn't
shutting down.
Google. He didn't have Google.
They made hella
I mean, come
articles.
on.
Okay.
And he a high exec and he don't know? Yeah, I'm not believing none of that.
Mhm.
Hey, I
Mhm.
mean, and it was all over the news. Shit, we knew about it. He
It was all
know.
I
over the
mean, but
Yeah,
news.
you
same
believe
way
Bill
Terrence
Haney,
was
so
saying
your
since
credibility is a
2015
little shot.
PBC's going out of
Just
business.
because
That was
I
all
don't
over
like
the news
Bill don't
too,
mean
Anyway,
right?
nothing
I
to
just
me.
I had to say
Y'all
that to
cannot
y'all because
like
y'all be
Bill over
tripping.
there.
But we can get back to the Shakur Stevenson conversation though. But I had to say
But
that
let me,
shit.
do y'all think that Turkey isn't like intentionally messing up? Like, I can't really put it in words because I haven't thought it all the way through yet. But it's like, is he intentionally trying to mess up some of these fights? Like, in my opinion, he is messing up the Rolly Ryan fight because what the hell is going on? If anything, people wanted to see the build up to the fight. It's weird.
What you
My
mean?
I
question
He
don't
is,
know
paying
if
if he
you
her.
really.
Yeah.
paying,
What you mean? How
if
he
he
messed
if
up
he's
some of these
saying
fights? That
Really
ain't how he
don't
if
know
he
what the
supposed
gonna
to.
fuck
Rolly
pay
he doing.
Shakur
He supposed
500,000,
to
what he
work.
paying everybody else, bro?
Rolly
I think
Rolly
he
has the
really just
gift of
don't know
gab,
what
and
the
he's
fuck
been
he doing.
silent.
I just think he
That's
don't
all
know
it
what the
is.
fuck he he doing, y'all. Like at the end of the day, he doing invite only, doing the fight in Times Square in the first place. I think he just getting his wish list out the way before he closed them curtains on y'all ass. He having it going out of business sale on y'all ass. That's just what it is.
Well, yeah, that might be
Hey,
true.
KO.
Yeah, what up, Victor? Let me catch you super chat. You got it. Shout out to the truth with the 5 pieces of super chat says Bill Haney not a liar? Question mark. Man, yeah, that's just diabolical. Go ahead, Victor.
Hey,
Just
let me
because y'all
just
don't
say.
like them, don't put that on me.
Hey, let me just say something real quick to 2 cents first, and I got something for Terrence. But let me just say something to 2 cents. If I'm reading what you said right, 2 cent, what you're saying is, and I think somebody else commented on it, is that you're just asking for from Turkey just fair treatment for everybody. And like you said, he's paying everybody else big money. He ain't holding back on nobody else's paying them their big money. So why is he doing it to Shakur? And then you said, and this is what I'm touching on, you don't understand. Well, it's in the fine print. That's the way he feels about it. Period. That's the way he feels about Shakur for whatever reason, whether it's his value or whatever. That's just simply the way he feels about Core. And you treat people the way you feel about them. So I'm just saying, I mean, that's what the understanding is. Just read the fine print. But to Terrence, I just want to say, Terrence, you said it ain't no guarantee. Let me tell you something. I went back and watched that Tank and motherfucker Roach fight over and over again to make sure my eyes were not failing me, and they're not. First of all, and I'll
Oh,
say
Vic
it
in
again
here.
I'll say it whether you like it or not. Hold on for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's failing you. Your eyes is failing you.
Uh-oh.
'Cause that was the same tank. It ain't gonna be nothing different. They failed
Yeah,
y'all.
you tripping. You
Okay,
tripping.
so my eyes are not failing me. I know I saw what I saw the first time around, even though I went back and watched it 4, 5 motherfucking times to make sure. And guess what? Tank beat that nigga's ass.
Oh
So,
my
but
god.
but for Terrence, this is what I'm saying. It's guaranteed, Chief. It's guaranteed motherfucking teed.
How's it going to
Tank
happen,
is
Victor?
it's.
Explain to us what's going to
It ain't
happen.
gonna stop
I'm
him.
I
I'm gonna
want to
tell
know
you
what's
how.
going to happen. Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how. He's gonna punch on that nigga with a little bit more crispness, and a little bit more avoiding that nigga's nice counter punches. Give me a motherfucking break. Do you know? Hey, Terrence, you know what?
Tank
Me and
ain't
you
got
were
no
discussing.
drive.
Hey, me and you were discussing this. What is really hurt all about? I can go through that real quick if you want to, but what I'm saying is Tank was never hurt in that motherfucking fight. But I again, watching it over and over again, Roach was hurt 3 fucking times. Hurt to the point where he couldn't recover from it quickly? No, but he was hurt by it. Now, if you want to talk about hurt, let's go through this real quick. I'm gonna try to go through it as fast as I can. Hold. Okay, these motherfucking planes are going overhead, man, and I'm getting all this noise. But look here. If you take if you want to know what hurt is, let me tell you what hurt is real quick. Bud and Gamboa. When Gamboa hit Bud with that left, and he stunned him just for a minute, and then Bud threw another couple punches at Gamboa, and then Gamboa hit him right on the motherfucking button with his right. Gamboa hit him with a good solid right. Did you see what Bud did after that? Bud
Yeah.
tried to get his feet under him, and he took these wide, elongated steps backwards, trying to get away from that nigga. And if you'll remember in the tank with in the fight with Tank, when he put Ryan on the ground and he started coming at Ryan, one of the commentators said, and Tank knew it. He knew it. He knew he hurt that motherfucker and he was coming to get him, but he took that knee. Anyway, so Bud took these elongated, awkward, clumsy kind of steps trying to get away from Gamboa, and Gamboa knew it. And he started coming after that nigga. And when Bud took them elongated steps back towards the ropes, he got back up against the ropes. Gamboa got up on him, and that nigga held on for dear life. And when the ref came over to separate him, Bud stuck his head through the ropes, nigga. He stuck his head through the ropes.
Oh, just like
And
Tank
then
when he
when
ran to Calvin.
yeah, and then when he came back, out from under them ropes, and the ref let them go at each other again, that nigga grabbed and held on to Gamboa, and he was still taking them long ass, clumsy ass strides back, trying to get away from that nigga. That's hurt. That's hurt. Right there. That's hurt.
Okay, Victor, may I say this? Isn't there levels to being hurt? Do you have to be hurt that bad? Sometimes people are hurt more than others. So we're saying that he got hit hard and went back, and that hurt him a little. And we hear
Yep.
announcers say that all the time, that when a person go back like that, oh, he got hurt. So now you're telling me he didn't get hurt at all. That's what you're telling me, Victor?
Who Tank?
Y'all let me
Yes.
catch a super chat, and then I wanna let me say this too. Shout out to the truth with the 10-piece in super chat. Hey, I think Lamont was just better than what we thought with the combination of Tank playing around. Got to work that jab more. Just not going to hook someone to a KO. Totally agree. Let me just say this. Yes, I think there's levels to being hurt. Also, I just want to ask Terrence, when was Tank hurt in that fight? And then
when he got caught with that counter late in the fight, and he went back. He was, I mean, Tank was full. He was going full throttle, and then he got hit with that counter, beautiful counter, and he went back. Hair grease and everything flying.
Could that have been?
Hair grease and everything flying. If y'all say that's not if that's not hurt, then nobody's hurt. Then
Hold up. Listen, nigga. That nigga got hit when
you got
he...
an echo
when
bag
he,
spinner. You got an echo, a real bad echo, bro.
Who, me?
Nah, old buddy bag spender. Go ahead, Victor.
Hey, listen. Hey, Terrence, listen here. When he hit Tank with that counter punch, Tank threw a left first. And when Tank threw that left, he was getting ready to back off of him. And before he got his feet under him, that was a nice timed counter punch that roached through. So Tank had to get his feet under him. Now, what I'm
Looks
telling
like
you
got
is...
hurt to me.
Wait a minute. No. Looks like to you because that's what you wanted to see. Did you see Tank go back to the ropes? Did you see Tank grab and clinch? Did you see Tank grab and clinch?
No, Victor.
Did you see Tank go? Hey, wait a minute. Hold up.
He got hurt in this one moment, and he fought to a draw. So let me clown him for getting hurt in the moment and fighting to a draw. Like y'all, you gotta be a bad motherfucker, boy. This shit's sad. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not clowning him. I'm just saying he got hurt. I'm not clowning him at all.
Shout out to Boxing Hack with the 5-piece lie in the super chat. Tank fought his fight against Roach. No, the fuck he didn't. Roach team just knew what to expect and how to fight Tank. That's true. Remember, they know each other very well in this show, but Tank did not fight how y'all always fight. Y'all got to stop this stupid ass narrative y'all pushing, bro. That shit's crazy.
Look like it to me,
anyway,
man.
Let's get back to that's because you don't know.
Let's get back to Shakur.
The Tank that fought Pedraza, the Tank that fought Mario Barrios is not the Tank that fought Lamont Roach.
It looked the same.
Hey, let's get back to the Shakur thing.
Yeah,
I hope that goes to purse bid.
Y'all trying to deflect to a whole nother
I hope that goes to purse bid, KO, because you know what's going to happen? De La Hoya is going to be the only one that's going to bid on that, or Eddie Hearn's going to do a token meal bid, because both of them are dependent on Turki Alalshikh.
Yeah.
And Shakur, in that tweet, I don't know if you covered this, KO, but Shakur used a racial slur. He meant to say towel head, but he said towel boys to refer to Turki, talking about Arabs.
No, he
That's the
wasn't.
same thing as someone calling us an N-word. You do
Well,
not,
he shouldn't do that.
insult the one
They cut
person
off
that's
niggas'
giving you
hands.
money. The one person that's giving you money.
You shouldn't
So
do
this
that
goes to
at
purse
all.
bid, KO. Only one person's going to bid on it, and Shakur's not going to like what the number is. He's going to get a lot less than what he thought he was going to get. Just like Haney against Sandor Martin. So you better hope that Shakur wises up, but I don't have my hopes on that because the guy's not very wise. He's delusional.
We go to purse bid.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that.
I'm gonna go ahead and book me a cruise to Mexico for the fight, because that's
I
where that
don't
shit.
think it'll be in Mexico.
Man, shit.
That won't happen.
They gonna put that shit in
won't
Mexico. You win the purse bid, you put
It'll
the fight where
probably
you
be in
want.
Texas, but Mexico, nah.
Man, you put the fight where you want.
Uh-uh.
They'll put
He'll
They'll
be
put
up
it
to
where they
this
want to.
in Mexico.
They gonna put Shakur Stevenson right where they put Tevin Foreman. And I'll tell you this too. Whatever that fight is, they win that purse bid, the ring gonna be as big as these little squares we got up here on this live stream.
No,
I mean, if the goal is to make Shakur look better,
He'll be like
if the
Boo Boo
goal is
Andre.
to make
knock him
Shakur
out,
look
bro.
He'll
better,
be like
If
Boo
that
Boo
fight
Andre
happens,
fighting in high school
Shakur gonna
gyms.
knock him out, bro. He gonna
He'll
knock
be
him
like Boo
out.
Boo Andre
And I'm
fighting in
putting
high
that
school
money
gyms.
on that, boy.
I
I'm
can
putting
hear
it on
two
the
cents.
knockout.
2 cents say.
Do y'all remember
He
that
barely
ring that
beat
Tim
Tevin.
Zoo? Y'all remember that ring that Tim Zoo and Tony Harrison fought in?
Yes.
It's gonna
Yep.
be that side. Tony
It was
Harrison
like
take
2
2
steps and you was
he
on the rope.
against the ropes.
I thought I was tripping. I was like,
Shakur still get to
why
pick
is
the ring size
what is
though.
going
You always
on?
get to pick the ring size.
But no, it seems like I'm telling y'all, bro, listen. They're not they're doing the complete opposite of what they're telling us they're doing with Shakur. It just doesn't make any sense. Like you went from the Thursday to the undercard to the low ball. Like it just keeps going down, 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 and down. Like if your intentions was to go over there to get some good fights, to look good, to boost your stardom, like that's not what's happening. You literally got booed in Saudi Arabia. Like
It looked like
it
Jay
just
Prince don't like him. That's what it
That
looked
Bro,
four
like.
mil.
Shakur,
it's
That
they
four
treating
mil
Shakur,
lighted up
they're
KO 2
lying to
cents.
Shakur and they're lying to us. I feel like they're lying
they
to
treating
Shakur
Shakur like
and
Devin.
they're lying to us.
Like who?
That's what I think.
Turkey treating Shakur
But two
Stevenson like
cents.
Devin Haney.
No, he ain't.
It's
Cause
not
Dev's the
gonna
highest
matter
paid on the
soon
card.
because he ain't
Hey,
because that
what are
money's
y'all
gonna
talking
stop
about?
coming in 2 cents.
Dev
Who
highest
cares
paid on the
about
card. Don't do that.
And then where's Shakur gonna go?
huh? Back to Eddie
And then
gonna
where's
pay
Shakur
him.
going?
Eddie
Where
gonna pay
did
him that. Eddie gonna
where's
pay him
Shakur
because
going after
Eddie
his
won't
two
even
fight
pay
deal?
him now.
he
He should
gonna
have
have
just
to
took
pay
his
I
him.
don't
ass
know
to
why
PBC when
was
he
he
had
not
the
paying him his
opportunity
purse
to.
when he signed that contract to him?
But he's not built like
That don't
that.
make
He's
no
not built
sense.
like Floyd. If you really thought he could beat Tank, he would have taken the one fight deal, beat
Oh
We
Tank,
don't even
and
know
then
if that
gotten
was
the
real. We
rematch.
don't even know if that was
He not
real.
Period.
lying. He not lying
I
on
don't
that
believe nothing
one.
that nigga Steven say.
Who
Mm-mm.
got an echo like that? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, somebody got a bad echo.
That's you,
No, that's
Bags.
me.
You gonna have to come out and
My
come
fault,
on back
KO.
in.
Hey, what happens, KO, when you continuously burn bridges like Shakur has? He's burned bridges with PBC with how he was acting in the aftermath of Errol and Terrence when he was saying, "Oh, why wasn't I on the thumbnail? Why'd they take my picture down?" He's burning bridges by using racial slurs against Turki Alalshikh. Eddie Hearn's not out there defending him. He talks shit about Top Rank on their way out. You know, you burn bridges like that, and you're not a big draw. You're a diva without a following. A lot of people are not going to work with you. And you go to this purse bid, let this thing go to purse bid. There's going to be collusion, not anything that can be proven. And you're not going to like what the final offer is going to be, just like Haney against Sandor Martin. And you're going to have a choice. Are you going to drop the title or are you going to pay for peanuts and go fight in Galveston or Acapulco or I don't know where, somewhere where you don't want to fight? You're going to be in high school gyms like Boo Boo Andre. That's the bottom line.
And
Yeah, I
what I
don't
say
think he'll
is
get that low.
what I
He's
say
still
is this
Shakur
too, bro.
Stevenson.
Like what you gotta understand too about this boxing shit, y'all, is if you negotiate the fight and you get the fight done without it going to purse bid, then you get to negotiate everything. If it go to purse bid and somebody win the purse bid, all they got to do is make sure they abide by that purse bid and pay you whatever. The person that win that purse bid, they decide where the location is. They decide what day you fight on. They pick the undercard. They decide the size of the ring. So shit that you can negotiate in the normal negotiations, you don't get to negotiate if the shit goes to purse bid. The person that wins that purse bid, all they got to do is pay you whatever they won that purse bid for. They don't have to negotiate shit else with you. So it behooves him to negotiate this fight and get it done without it going to purse bid. Because if it goes to purse bid and Oscar De La Hoya wins that or Turkey wins that or whatever, as long as they paying Shakur that money that they agreed to in that purse bid, they can put that nigga on the preliminary card. They can make that nigga fight in Mexico. They can make that ring the size of a sparring ring. They can choose. They can do the judges or whatever. They get to do whatever they want if that shit go to purse bid. So he gonna have to.
He got till May 8th, right?
And guess
He gonna have to
what?
do. Yeah, it's
He
30
got till
days.
May
30
8th.
days from today. Yeah, 30 days
Yeah.
from today.
It's enough time for him to get it done.
His
So
Not if
management
it,
still get paid
here's the
regardless.
thing.
Jay
If
Prince
they
still gonna get
price,
his 20 some percent.
hold on, Enigma. Here's the thing, though, Joseph. Because of the situation he's in, it's at they price. Because we know Eddie and Oscar and Turkey, they all working together. They all in cahoots.
he just said
So,
he'll take it, but we can't believe
but
Shakur because he
but
a
he,
liar.
if that's the case, he would have took what Turkey already offered. We wouldn't even be here. If he
It's a
just
turning
said
point
we'll
for
take
score.
it, the WBC wouldn't even get involved. The
Yeah,
WBC is
this is
involved
another.
right now because he didn't take it.
Shakur
Like
like
they're
the
involved right now
WBC being
because he
involved
didn't
though.
take it.
He like that stuff.
Okay.
AKO, you know like I know, We know what's going on.
Yeah, they trying to play him. He gonna let them play him too. He about to let them boys trick him out of his position. That shit crazy.
Everybody, he just need to do how Devin Haney
Nah,
did,
he
man. Like
tried
you
to
just
play
said
them.
earlier, man.
He tried to play them.
Got their ass in the
Why you
trick.
say
They
that? Why
got
you
they
say
got him
that
in the
2
trick
cent?
bag.
Why you say that 2 cent?
Cause you went over there trying to get them easy fights for the big bag.
You know why though? Because Mr. J Prince gonna get paid regardless, and that's who's essentially guiding his career.
Yeah, he need to fire Jay
So
Prince.
like he
Jay Prince
fucked
ain't. He
up.
ain't doing nothing. What does he do?
Shit,
I don't know what Jay Prince does.
moving, and bro, he's moving Shakur in a way to get his bag, bro.
Right there.
It behooves him to get Shakur Stevenson guaranteed purses. So he put Shakur Stevenson in that position because he thought they were gonna get some of that Turkey money, and he get a percentage of that purse. He didn't want Shakur Stevenson to go to Tank Davis route because they don't do business like that. They give you low upfront money and you get it back on the back end. Managers do not
Mm-hmm.
get their managerial fee from the back end money. They get their managerial fee from the purses. So that's why managers and shit like that. That's why a lot of them don't like Al Heyman. Because what Al Heyman does, he cuts them out and he lets the fighter keep the majority of their money. Because trainers, managers, promoters, when they loan you out to another promotional outfit, they all get their money off of your purse. That's why Earl Spence and Derrick James got a dispute going on right now. Derrick James is like, you got all this money from fighting Bud Crawford, but Earl
But
Spence
then
is
he
like,
only
shit,
get
I
like
paid
3
you
million
like I owed you
guaranteed.
because I paid you out. I paid you out my guarantee. I'm not paying you out my back end money. And so people end up getting the short end of the stick, and they don't like that. And so in Jay Prince and Josh Dubin, you got to understand these are two people that are both getting a managerial fee from Shakur Stevenson. So they gonna send your ass to Top Rank. That's why all the Jay Prince fighters go to Top Rank, bro,
Yup.
for the guarantees.
Man,
So he gonna
sometimes
send
you
you
just
to
gotta
Top
say
Rank.
F what they
Then
saying though.
you become a free agent. Who else pay high guarantees? I'm gonna send you over there to Eddie Hearn. You with Eddie Hearn, we're gonna see if Eddie will put you on Turkey card. Why? Because Turkey doing what? Paying all this upfront money. So they didn't do it thinking about, okay, this person got opponents for Shakur Stevenson. This might be a bad move. They might try to play Shakur Stevenson. They didn't do it with that in mind. They did it with in mind, let me get my bag. And
This my question to
what's
And
you.
coming back
you
to
know
bite.
what else? You know what else, Kale? They
I'm listening.
they real value gonna come through. Like they don't want nobody to see that. So at the end of the day, like essentially, Shakur, you're gonna have to put asses in seats if you're gonna be on pay per view. We're gonna
Man,
see
that
how big
shit
of a
is
star you
over
really
with,
are.
y'all.
We're gonna
Shakur
see
about
how
to
big of
fight
a
as
star you
many
really
fights as
are.
he
You're
can
right.
without no real comp and get paid. And then that's it. I don't see
Yeah.
Shakur in no more big fights for real, be honest with y'all.
Nah, that's cap. That's
I
cap.
don't either.
Because as
I
long as he
said
got
that.
that WBC belt,
I agree with
it's
KO.
gonna be a big fight
Now
waiting.
that was 2 cents said that, bro. I
That's
think
cap.
Oh,
yeah, I think the thing with what 2 cents just said though, there's like real is he gotta this Zepeda shit is a huge hurdle. And I don't think his fans are understanding the situation he's in. Like he gotta wash Buddy, bro. Like I need y'all to understand when I say wash, he gotta wash him. If
He
he
can
don't,
wash him.
Hey,
He
if he
barely
don't,
beat Tevin.
I'm betting money on that.
He barely beat Tevin, so
Shakur
he
gonna
can
knock
wash
him
him.
out.
He can wash him.
okay.
Not
If
knock him
Tevin
out,
can make
but
him look how
he
he was
going
looking,
he gonna be
Shakur
in
would
I
probably
got
be
a
before
smoking him.
knockout.
185.
I'm
yo,
with you, Rich.
Tevin
It's a
won that
Y'all
knockout.
act,
first
y'all
Before
fight.
acting like
185.
Shakur hands
I
is
got money
100.
on that.
Y'all acting
Tevin
like
still
Shakur hands is 100.
I
And
ain't
you
If
don't
gonna
know if
Shakur
that
lie,
hurt
Them
his
hurt.
shits,
hands in
them
that
shits
Shakur
a
fight,
got
it's
thousand.
a
good
wrap.
attrition. I ain't
I
gonna
You don't
know
know
lie.
if
It's
that
true.
hurt.
Shakur
Shakur
cool.
Devin
hurt
Haney
his
Fight
still
hands
without
in that
fighting
fight, it's
somebody
a
for
wrap.
2 cents.
I know
That
it's
Nah,
at
true.
two
nah,
I
cents.
ain't gonna
Shakur
hold
He
gonna
you.
can beat
fight
that
without
dude with
hurting
one
But
hand,
somebody.
it
two
That
nah,
ain't
cents.
got a
nah,
lot
but
to do with
He
it.
it's
can
why
beat
And,
Patrice,
and
Zepeda with
Zepeda
one
don't got.
hand.
nah,
Yeah, he could
nah,
probably
but
win. He could probably win the
everybody
fight
hold
with
Patrice,
up
one
for a
I
hand.
ain't
second,
gonna
bro.
lie to you,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Y'all hold on
Terrence,
for
he
a
could
second.
beat Zepeda with one hand.
Do
He could
y'all
probably
hear me?
win the
Hold
fight
on
with
for a
one
second.
hand, but he ain't gonna
Yeah,
wash
we
him.
can hear you.
Yo,
Damn.
hold
Yeah,
on.
he gonna knock him out
Hold
with
on,
both of
Rich
his
Go
hands.
Rich.
There.
ahead, bro. Damn. So what I'm trying to get y'all to see about this fight, bro, is Zepeda and Farmer. Yeah, Zepeda had a tough time with Farmer, but Farmer had to show a shit ton of heart, and he had to stand in the fire and take a lot of punishment to be able to make that fight that close. Does Shakur Stevenson have that type of heart and that type of wherewithal and mentality with all them punches coming at him to not keep bagging back, but to stand there, make a miss, take punches off the shoulders, maybe take some body shots to get them sharp ass counters off? Because we've seen him in positions to where when the pressure is there, if somebody's pressing him, he fights very negatively. And if he puts his hands in his pocket, bro, and he tries to do what he did with somebody like a Nakatila or do what he did to somebody like this guy Edwin, bro, it's going to be a little bit different because Foreman showed a lot of dog and a lot of toughness to be able to get those counters off
But he's
against
not gonna get
Zepeda.
hit with the
Can
shots that
Shakur
Foreman was getting
Stevenson
hit with.
do the same thing? Because
Yeah, I
that
think
footwork
so.
shit, going back, and just making a miss, but not putting nothing behind it. You can't fight half of a fight and win this fight, bro. You got to fight a full fight, meaning you got to be defensive, but you got to be offense. That defense, feint, jab. Defense, feint, jab. That shit ain't gonna work, bro.
I think everything gonna be working on everything on all cylinders that night. I just think so.
If he
'Cause
believed you, he wouldn't be
That boy
acting
saying,
like
I just think so. I
I
just think
don't
so.
lie. I
what you
don't
The
think
mean?
logical,
Zepeda
Shakur
act
got
like
the
the
Zepeda's a
power
logical,
to
monster
the
keep
though. He
Zepeda
ain't
logical
off
that
of
thing
him.
to
good.
think with the
Don't act like
logical
he
thing
like
to
just that good.
the logical thing to think with that is that he will probably have some issues with his hands because his
Nah.
hands have been he been having
Right,
issues with them the last
right.
7 fights. Then he had the surgery, said he was 100% and had issues with his hands again. So the logical thing would be to think that most likely he may be having some issues with his hands.
I don't wish
Yeah.
on people downfall, man. So I'm thinking he gonna be 100%. That's all I'm saying. And if
okay.
he 100%, he make him look like an amateur.
Okay.
Yeah, but my question is this though: do you think Shakur got the power to keep Zepeda off of him though?
Tevin don't got
Cause
the power.
He gonna knock
Tevin
him
Former
out,
got the
Tevin
bro.
don't got the
power.
power.
I
Tevin
He
give
Former
gonna
got the
knock
Tevin got
him
the
power to
power.
get
out,
Zepeda
bro.
off of him.
When did Tevin
I'm not
Foreman
too
have
sure.
power?
Tevin
But
When
I'm
don't
is
got
that?
convinced
He
that my
power.
got it
dog.
down. What are you
Zepeda
talking?
I'm
When did
20.
convinced that my
Tevin
Did he
dog,
Foreman
not
have
drop
power?
my
Zepeda
He
dog
20?
gonna wild
Terrence
right
is
when he
gonna
Did he
see
pick this
not
up.
drop
Florida
He will
Zepeda
not.
Zepeda.
20?
he gonna
Yeah,
wild.
till we do.
What? What? I think we need to
He
check Tevin
Florida
Former
Zepeda.
resume. I think we
What
need to check
Tevin?
Tevin
his
Foreman,
What
resume,
power
Florida
bro.
Tevin
Zepeda.
got?
We need to check his resume, bro.
Well, that just
We need
means
to check his
Zepeda don't
resume.
have that great of a
And not only that, too, we
chin,
need to
does it?
watch the last two
Hey,
fights
y'all,
that he
look,
had
man.
Well,
with
listen.
Zepeda.
I
He dropped
appreciate
Zepeda
y'all,
the
bro.
first time.
Look, salute to everybody, bro. Salute to y'all, boys. Y'all know it's 10:30. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that came up on the panel. Everybody that came up in the super chat. I appreciate y'all for donating to the super chat. I appreciate everybody in the chat participating today. Shout out Miss KO. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Y'all know your boy will be back live Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So y'all come through and holler at me. Y'all have a great night, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. We out of here, y'all. Peace. We gone.